Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cabinets Feed and Seed pregame show. I'm Tommy Wood as I join David Burkhalter for Volunteer Football right here on WAXC TV. Tonight, we open up the 2015 campaign at Volunteer Stadium with the Munford Lions. You're getting a look now at the Central Volunteer cheerleaders for 2015. And tonight may not be a region matchup, David, but you look at these two teams, they've built quite a rivalry. It's been a lot of fun the last few years. And Munford, they're still looking for the first win, but the games have been some great games.
That's right, Tommy. Last season was a good example. Central held off Munford late in the game, grabbed a 10-7 win. This is a great series between two outstanding programs. Word out of the Munford camp is that this may be one of the best teams that they've had in quite a while. From a program that's won 29 games in the last few years, that says a whole lot.
You know, Central's coming off an 8-4 season, and you look back at last year, the coaches realized there needed to be some changes. You look at the offensive line, they're not that large. So tonight we're looking more for a spread look offensively, and, that's huge for a couple of reasons, really.
That's right, Tommy. First, you got to look at your quarterback. They got a new one this year, and word is that Ben Street can be exactly what they need to win some football games. He can run, he can throw. Now, he's only a sophomore, but he could be the best quarterback that Central has had in its short history. He's going to be fun to watch. Also, the line, not the biggest. So spreading the defense out, that's going to be quite an advantage.
That's the way we look at it. When you look at Munford coming in, checking out their fronts offensively and defensively, a lot of size as they bring it into this matchup. But, the good part about it, David, first time for us to get to work together. But, hey, it's great to be back up here in a stadium watching some high school football.
It definitely is. Tommy, this is home for myself. It's great to be back in Clay County. I've missed it. I love it. And I just can't wait for some volunteer football, man. That means a lot to me, and I know it does to these fans.
Folks have been getting geared up for this for quite some time, and, of course, seems a little early in the year. And, again, only really in the third Friday night of August, but we're going to get things started here momentarily again as we will take this time out. We're going to come back and take a closer look. Some of the players that could play a huge role in this game as we roll toward kickoff on the Cabinets Feeds pregame show.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teams have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstorellc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland's been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort food. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft-serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North, just off the square in downtown Ashland to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's two guys on the State Farm Borrow Better Banking sign.
No, for real, there's two dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better Banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better Banking sign.
Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
And welcome back to the Cabinets Feeds pregame for week 1 of high school football action. Central Volunteers taking on the Munford Lions. And, you know, David, we talked a little bit about the Volunteer offense. Defensively, who are some players we need to keep an eye on tonight?
Well, one of the most imposing players on the Vols defense is the one that's going to line up furthest from the ball, and that's safety DJ Ford. He's 6'4", 200 pounds. He's a vicious hitter against the run. He's tough to throw against because of his athleticism. He's an all-around great player. You're going to see him on both sides of the ball, actually, but he's just an intimidating foe on the defensive side of the ball. The coaching staff is expecting a huge season out of DJ on both offense and defense, and he's going to be a huge factor on this Volunteer defense.
And I think another key component for this Volunteer defense has to be the defensive front. You got Casey Jones. He's earned a starting nod. Also, Dawson Taylor played center the last couple of years. He's going to be at a defensive lineman. Logan Kemp has earned the nose guard spot. These guys are going to be undersized, but the thing I like about those 3 guys, they're going to battle you for 4 quarters, and that is a huge thing when you go up against a team. Pretty much it's going to be bigger than you every week. They're going to be the battlers up front.
And that's the same thing you can be said about the linebacker core for the Volunteer defense. It's your typical Clay County linebackers. They're undersized in Clay Tuck, but they're hard hitters, they're tough-nosed, and they're just vicious players.
You know, when you talk about the offense for the Volunteers, as we said in the last segment, really changing it up defensively, or I should say offensively a little bit, spreading it more. And I think that you got a couple of young guys. We talked about Ben Street in the open, but Cameron Peoples, he is an explosive running back. We've been waiting to see this guy on the scene. He got some experience last year, but I think he's got some big shoes to fill coming into the 2015 season.
Yeah, he saw some action last year, but this year he's going to be the feature go-to runner this season. These guys are young, but they bring a lot of talent, explosiveness, and athleticism to this team. Maybe the most talented team that we've seen, or talented class that we've seen here since the Vols' first season in 2012.
Munford really a new look. Will Wagner is gone. Bill Smith comes in from Shades Valley, had a lot of success there. He came in late in the spring. I had a chance to see him play in the spring, and really he was just getting his feet wet, starting to learn his personnel. But I tell you, you look at this guy, he's a lot like Will Wagner, energetic, fiery. This guy gets after it, and he is a very intense coach.
Well, one of the toughest things about high school football in the first game is that you never really know, because you change teams so often, you never really know what you're going to get, especially with a new coach. You can't look back for any tendencies that they had last year. But I promise you, Coach Aaron and his staff have spent the last several weeks getting ready for anything, because they're not really quite sure what to expect from Munford this year.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Going into this ball game, a lot of questions, really on both sides of the ball, but some of those questions could be answered here in the next few hours. Week 1 on tap. It's Central taking on Munford. That's it for your Cabinets Feeds pregame show. We'll come back with your Southern Union State Community College kickoff right here coming up next on WAXC TV.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
Cabinets Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters, with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Visit any of these area Marathon Station locations.
Lineville Health and Rehab in Lineville, Alabama has a staff and has had a staff of caring folks for years. If it has come that time in life for that person in your family to look at the possibility of going into a health and rehab facility, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose, and the fine folks at Lineville Health and Rehab would like to take this time to invite you by to meet them and them you. Caring folks that care for you and your family. You have a choice. The number to call is 256-396-2104.
No matter where your day takes you, a water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
And welcome back to Volunteer Stadium. I'm Tommy Wood along with David Burkhalter as we get set for week 1 of the 2015 season, getting set for the Lineville Health and Rehab coin toss. Of course, that is our family caring for you at Lineville Health and Rehab as we get set for kickoff. Munford coming across the way, and we take a look at their captains. And there is, of course, number 14, Austin Stevens, the senior, has led this team in tackles 2 straight years. He has gained about 25 pounds, looks like a hoss out there at linebacker. He can get things done. He's joined out there by Charles Smith, the tailback, and also by number 1, Austin Campbell. The volunteer captains are DJ Ford as well as Adam Brown. And also you've got number 31, Marcus Heflin, and J.T. Burns, as you see the captains meeting out at midfield. David, we've had a threat of rain. We've had that off and on throughout the day, had a good shower about 3:30, 4 o'clock, but since that time we've dodged it, a few sprinkles here and there, but right now we look like we're going to be in good shape tonight.
Well, Tommy, standing up here on this press box, I hope you're right. I hope that the rain's going to move off, and it looks like it's cleared up a little bit. The sun's starting to set. It's starting to cool down. It's starting to feel a little bit like football weather. And looking at DJ Ford, I think it's football season, man. He's an impressive player, just physically.
He is really imposing, and again, expecting big things from him during his senior campaign. You see the captains out there meeting at midfield as they will have the coin toss. Good crowd on hand from both schools, and that's what you like to see, especially in a non-region game. You got folks from Munford. They are excited about Coach Bill Smith and the rest of this team as they go on the road the first time. As we will get the indication, looks like the Volunteers have won the coin toss. Yeah. And they will defer until the second half, so you got to expect that Munford offense to take possession to open up this ball game. So let's talk about this Lion offense and trying to run it down. There are going to be a couple of quarterbacks. You see Austin Campbell out there. You'll see him under center, I should say in shotgun formation part of the time. Also Avery Harris, the junior, 5'11", 185. He will also be playing some quarterback tonight. Charles Smith, they call him Rocky, 5'11", 190, a senior at tailback, does a great job for this Lion program. On the outside, you got James Jenkins, 6'1", 170. He is a senior. QT Elston, 5'10", 200. He is a senior. Also on the outside, we mentioned Campbell playing wide out as well as quarterback, so you could see him out there as well. Nicholas Parker, he is a senior at slot, 5'8", 160. He is a senior. Now, the guys up front, this is some beef. Let me just tell you, Jakari Robinson is the center. He is 6'2", 295, a senior and a 3-year starter. Seth Thomas is a senior tackle at 6 foot, 285. Hayden Bussey, a guard at 6 foot, 235, a senior. Robert Carruthers, he is 6'3", 230, a senior at left guard. And Brody Bussey, 5'11", 195. He is a sophomore tackle. David, let's talk about that Volunteer defense.
Tommy, the Volunteer defense, not very impressive with their size, but super impressive with their athletic ability, their speed, and their willingness to hit. We're going to start with the defensive line here on the outside. Marcus Heflin, 31. He's 5'9", 185. Casey Jones will be a tackle. He's number 74, 6'3", 235. Logan Camp, he'll anchor that defensive line at 5'9", 230. Dawson Taylor, 6'2", 200 pounds. He's your biggest lineman. Jacob Lett on the other side, he's 5'10", 150. Then your linebackers, middle linebacker Clay Tuck, we talked about him earlier. He's a senior, 5'7", 150. Tyler Smith, he's another senior, your other middle linebacker, 5'6", 185. Then you get to the speed. Starting with your left corner, Ladarius Zachary, 5'9", 165. Your other corner, Davion Flinord, 6'2", 165. Then your safeties, probably the most impressive player on the field, DJ Ford, 6'4", 185. And then Andrew Milstead, he's 5'8", 140.
Glad to have you watching here on WAXC TV. Again, Volunteer football on the tube throughout the season. Also available online wherever you may be watching. So, again, you can keep up with the Central Volunteers throughout the 2015 campaign. Time for your kickoff. It is brought to you by Southern Union. You begin here, and you can go anywhere. And one thing that you'll notice right off, Isaac Andrews has handled the kicking duties for the last couple of years. He is down in Mobile at college. And so a new kickoff guy, and it looks like it's going to be Ben Street kicking it off for the Volunteers. Back deep for Munford. It looks like to the near side it is Elston. Also to the far side, that is going to be number 3 Smith. And in the middle looks to be Patterson as he stands at about the 10-yard line awaiting the kick from Ben Street.
Tommy, I think you'll see that Ben Street, he's got the athleticism and probably really strong legs with that speed, so he'll probably be a great deep kickoff man. But I'm going to say you don't see him run down the field and cover too many kicks. He's so important to the offense that they don't want to get him hurt. So he'll probably be slow trailing this play, I would say.
I believe that's going to be your safety guy in the back. I would venture to say that's probably going to be the plan here as they are waiting for the Central Vol fans to get off of the field here after the victory line, and they are making their way down here to our left. And as soon as they depart, it will be time to get some football underway here.
An impressive set of fans that we have here, like you mentioned earlier, Tommy, and not only that, but a whole slew of them went out onto the field for that victory line, so you can tell that they're really amped about this year's Volunteer season.
Fans on their feet over here on the near side as we get set to get things underway.
Munford not playing too far back. Don't think that Ben Street can't kick it over their head. We'll see.
Tell you what, it's good to be back, getting ready for, as you see the players jumping around, they are ready to get the season underway. Been hitting on each other for about 3 weeks and ready to take it out on somebody else.
Here we go. Volunteer season, baby.
Street kicking from right to left. Again, Patterson, Elston, and Smith down deep. It's going to be Smith on the far boundary. Drops it. Loses it and going to lose it out of bounds. That's going to be very effective as Munford will start inside their 15-yard line at about the 13. So angled it that way. Yeah. Smith unable to hang on. And now it will be this Munford offense coming out.
Ben angled that one a little bit. I would have probably have told the return man to let that one go, and it looked like it would have went out of bounds. But he tried to catch it, muffed it, and it rolled out. So they'll start in their own territory inside the 15.
3 wideouts come to the near side. It is Reeves, it is Campbell, as well as Elston. And Harris fakes it to Smith, going to keep it up the middle. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for about 1 yard. That is Smith on the stop.
That's just a little read play there. He decided to keep it himself. We used to call it the midline. Linebacker there, I believe it was Tuck, made a good play of reading the quarterback there.
On the outside over here on the near side, that is going to be J.D. Morgan playing in the secondary. Once again, throwing the flats, catch is made, far boundary, and falling forward close to a first down. Flanord makes the stop across the way. He is close to first down yardage on the quick hitch out there to Elston.
Just a quick screen or a hitch out there. The corner came up real effectively, took on the blocker, and made the play. As a good tackle out there.
QT Elston, 5'10", 200 pounds on the outside.
Not real big, but he came up and took on that blocker real well. That's sort of impressive.
First down and 10. Trips to the near side. This time, keeping it, going to be hit at the line. Harris is hit and dropped. Good play. And on the stop, leading the way over there. That looks like, is it Milstead? Believe it's going to be, no, check that. That is 23, and that is Lett on the stop, losing a yard.
He's the smallest player on the defense. He's the outside linebacker. He took on a guard that's probably 3 times his size, stuffed it up, then shucked him and made the play on a little read there. That's a great play by the outside linebacker.
Second down and 11. This time, shotgun set, steps back. Harris looking across the middle, got pressure, rolls, hit once, twice, and he's going to be dropped.
Once again, that's Lett on the play, man. Hey, looking at him, he's not the most physically impressive player on the field, but God, man, he's getting after it. He came on a little stunt that time on the outside, beat the blocker, and tripped the quarterback up as he tried to scramble out of the pocket. Great play by Lett.
He and Logan Camp combined there, losing another half yard. It's third down at about 12. Volunteer defense trying to come up with a stop here, deep in Munford territory. 3 wide outs. We'll go to the left. Avery Harris, 5'11", 185, steps back, looking for the screen, throws it out there. The catch is made, and he's going to be hit, breaks off that tackle, comes to the near side, hit, falls forward, but he will be shy of the first down to about the 29-yard line. But it's punting time for the Munford Lions.
Well, that's just what you call a little bubble screen out there on the left side. You could tell that it was a screen when the line it was a jailbreak there on the defensive line. The linebackers in the secondary for the Volunteers read it very well and made a great play. You got to give them a couple yards every once in a while, but not the first down. Great play.
Justin Mitchell to punt the football away, as he will take the high snap, get it out of there. High end-over-end kick. Catch will be made, splitting defenders to the 40-yard line, 45. Going to be hit and wrapped up at about the 47-yard line, but that's Jennings on the return as he split defenders. And now the Vols set up in pretty good field position.
Well, the Vols tried to set up a wall to the right that time, but the way the punt was angled, he had to go left. He made as much as he could there with limited blocking on the left side.
First down and 10 for the Volunteers. Ben Street, shotgun look. He's got Ford far to the right. J.T. Burns in slot formation. Flanord to the near side. As Street will take the snap, run the option, pitch it back. Peoples trying to get to the corner. He's hit once and will struggle ahead. Pick up of a yard. And it's going to bring up second down and 9.
Peoples made a good play keeping that outside linebacker off him there just long enough. Ben's got he's a young quarterback. He's got to take that a little bit further to draw that outside linebacker in. That way he'll free up Peoples, and Peoples he would have some space there if he could have just broke that one tackle, but did good for what he had.
Second down and 9. Shotgun look once again. J.T. Burns in motion, will reverse, come back to the near side. Handoff, that is Heflin. Heflin's hit, dives forward, and will bring it into Munford territory to the 46-yard line.
That's just a little read play there. He read it well and just gave it on the dive, picked up a couple of yards. Good play.
It will bring up third down, and we'll say about 4.5 yards to go. Dawson Taylor checks in offensively, and I understand that he will play a little bit of the tight end spot, and that is where he will come this time. Kind of a tight set as Street takes the snap, drops straight back, looking in the flats, throw, catch made by Flanord. Flanord turns it upfield, 40-yard line, breaks a tackle, 35, Flanord. He will hammer his way down to the 31-yard line. Good for a General's Cafe first down.
What I liked about that play there was Ben Street was under a little bit of pressure. He got that ball out quickly. Flanord made a good catch, then made a good play, breaking a tackle there and picking up a little extra yardage.
General's Cafe, the best cooking in the country, downtown Newside, Alabama. Ball at the 31-yard line. Volunteers with their first down of the night. Street, shotgun. He's got Flanord and Ford to the far side along with Burns. Street will take it. Hands off to Jennings. Nothing there. He'll fall forward for about a yard. But that's going to be Stevens on the stop. Also from Munford up to make the hit. That is number 40, Gregory Lawrence.
You know, the offensive line for the Volunteers is a little undersized. Got a pretty good little surge on the left side there. The tackle came from the right side. Got to do a little better job sealing off that right side, Tommy, and maybe we'll pick up a couple more yards on that dive.
Second down, about 8.5 yards to go. 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first. Street takes the snap, quarterback keeper all the way. He's hit, bounces, and going to be brought down by Stevens inside the 30 at about the 28-yard line. So it's going to set up a third down, and we're going to say about 7 yards to go.
Well, Munford brought the house that time. As a good play call by the Munford defensive coordinator, and unfortunately it caught Ben there a little off guard. He took a pretty good little hit there and picked up just a couple of yards.
Ford will go to the far side. Morgan comes to the near side. Tight end Ladarius Zachary in this set. Street will take it and going to keep it right side. Great read, cuts it inside, and he's close to first down yardage, and he does it.
Tommy, not only did Ben fake out the entire defense, he faked out the running back as well. He thought he had handed it to him. He turned to see if he had dropped it, but Ben, great read there and showed a little bit of that quickness. Now, we've talked about his speed. What I like to see is that lateral side-to-side quickness, and boy, does he have it.
First down, another General's Cafe first down. The Vols are on the move at about the 20-yard line. Street with two wideouts to either side. He'll take the snap, drop straight back. Looking in the flats, he's got Burns. Burns has got the catch. Cuts inside, and he's going to be hit. Pickup of about 9 yards. Another good gain on first down. Brings up second down and 1.
You know, JT played a little bit last year. I got to see him in a couple of games. He's got great hands. Not the most speed on the field. He's a hard-nosed player. He'll get after it. But if you throw it in his direction, he's most of the time going to catch it. Ben, wide open that time, made a great pass. It's something you like to see out of a young quarterback, that he can hit the open receiver when he has to.
Delivered it before the cut was made, actually, and Burns pulls it in for a gain, actually, of about 8. It's 2nd and 2. Street brings the man in motion. That's Jennings, moving all over the field. That's going to cost the Vols 5.
Looked like the center just didn't snap at that time. I think the entire line jumped off sides and the running back, so we'll see who they call it on. But, you know, first game jitters maybe. Got to get some of that rust worked off from the summer. And, you know, they've got a good drive going. We don't want to stall that on some penalties, so we need to get that Coach Aaron might get in some heads down there and get things straightened out, it looks like.
Well, when the other 10 move, it's pretty easy to figure out who the one guilty party is. It is second down now. We'll call it about 8 yards to go.
You know, when we talk about the center, he's got his hands full with that nose guard. He's a pretty big guy there, so, you know, give him his props where they're due.
Shotgun look, second and long. Street comes left side. Quarterback keeper all the way. Needs a block, can't get it. And he's going to be chopped down back at the 21-yard line. That is a good play by Munford, number 13. That is Patterson. Well, it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
The slot receiver there has just got to do a better job of picking him up. The guy took a great angle. They're sort of counting on Ben to keep it now and run, use the speed. But you got to get that angle, get your head across, make a good block. And Ben had some room if he had picked up that one block.
Heat timeout with 5:22 left in period number 1. It's a Dairy Delight timeout. Discover what everyone's talking about. Highway 77 off the square in Ashland. That is Dairy Delight. We have no score. 5:22 left in the first. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Foshis location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top-quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta Faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
Third down and 10, Volunteers. Just outside the 20-yard line.
I'd be looking for that fade there to 9.
Burns going to run the quick pitch outside to Cameron Peoples. Peoples going to get the corner, turn it up, got his first down. Peoples inside the 10, down to the 8.
They caught Munford off guard there. I think everybody was looking for number 9. A lot of running room out there. Picked up a couple of good blocks. Number 59 I saw pulled and led the way there. That's Adam Brown. Great blocking out there on the outside edge there by the guard.
First down and goal for the Volunteers inside the 10, just outside the 6-yard line.
Or tackle, I should say, not guard. He's the right tackle. Pulled outside on the edge there, made some great blocks. So
spreading them out again. You got Heflin back there with Street. 3 wide outs to the left side. Street takes it. He'll go to Heflin. Heflin with a little gap inside the 5, lowers the shoulder, takes it inside the 4 to about the 3.5-yard line.
Well, Tommy, here's where the boys are turned into men right here on the goal line. Got to see a little better surge from that offensive line. 31 there. He picked up a couple of yards on his own, drug a couple of tacklers. So need to get a little bit of better surge from the line. That's just part of those preseason jitters that we talked about, getting on the same page and firing off hard and low.
Going with a 2 tight end look. Casey Jones will come in at 1 tight end. Dawson Taylor at the other. It's the wishbone look inside the 5-yard line. Street bobbles it, picks it back up, may have a chance, turns it, dives in there,
and
touchdown.
That's just the athleticism of Ben Street there to fumble the snap, pick it up, find a hole, and make it to the end zone. Great play by Ben Street.
Had a good gap over there and good blocking up front. The Vols are on the board 6-0, 4:18 left here in the first.
I told you, Tommy, that line gets on the same page, fires off hard and low, opened up a gap there for Ben. He made a great play with his feet and scored a couple of points for the Vols. Great way to start the season.
Dawson Harry on for the extra point. Putting it down, going to be J.T. Burns. Snap is low, hold is good. Looks like Harry's kick is right through there. 7-0, our new First State Bank score with 4:18 left here in the first period. Of course, the score is brought to you by First State Bank, the bank for all the people in the area. Here to make dreams come true for people just like you. That is First State Bank leading the way.
Give a little credit to J.T. Burns there, Tommy. A low snap, picked it up, put it on the tee, turned the laces outside, and the kicker delivered. So great play by the senior receiver there to pick that ball up and put it on the tee.
Good drive by the Volunteer offense as they take it in. Very impressive down the field.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, too, I saw Ben. I wanted to watch him on this first drive, see how he worked under the pressure. He delivered when he had to, made some great throws, made some great plays on his feet. The offensive line did a pretty good job there in the red zone. That's what we need to see out of the Volunteers this year, staying on the same page, moving the ball down the field. Even though they got a couple of penalties and almost a turnover, they overcame those and scored some points for us.
Southern Union kickoff begin here. Go anywhere. It's Ben Street to kick it off.
Let's see if he angles it again, Tommy.
This time, big booming kick. My goodness. Into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 20. Street unloads on that one.
Couple of hits going down there on the field, too. These boys came ready to play on both sides of the ball. You could tell they've been tired of this long summer. They're ready to hit somebody.
Case Napper getting after down here at about the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Munford offense as they will come out Now trailing 7-0 to the Volunteers.
All right, the defense back on the field. Have several defensive players that aren't on the offensive side of the ball. I believe DJ may be the only one that plays the majority of the snaps on offense, so they should be rested and ready to go.
Back in there at quarterback again is Harris. He will look to the sideline. They'll reset the play. Play clock in no trouble right now, only about 11 left.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Munford speed up the tempo here.
Harris will leave it with Smith. Smith cuts it back, going to be hit and driven down at about the 25-yard line. Again, that's Jacob Lett, who has had a numerous amount of tackles here in the first period.
Tommy, he's your typical Central of Clay County player, slightly undersized, hard-nosed, not scared to hit or take on a blocker that's twice his size. I'm very impressed with what I've seen from him so far.
Harris again in the shotgun. He'll take it, drop it on the ground.
Ball on the field.
Ball is loose. He gets back on it. Harris will recover it back at about the 24.
He better be glad that he did, because big Casey Jones was in the backfield waiting on him. So that may have been a good thing that he fumbled there and jumped back on it, because Casey came through unblocked that time.
3rd down and a long 6 for the Munford offense. Ball back inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line. 3 wideouts go to the left.
You'll notice, Tommy, they hadn't tried to throw it deep yet. I wonder why. I think maybe DJ Ford back there.
Press coverage on the outside. Now they'll back out of it. Will the Vols defense.
Mumford checking off again. They're calling their plays at the line of scrimmage.
Movement.
Leave a little movement there. Yeah, the Vols, they're doing that to try to throw off the offense, because they're getting the signal from the sideline. The Vols will line up in one thing, then shift to another, just like that press, man. You know, and that's something that goes to the receiver and quarterback. If the corner's up tight on you playing press, well, you might want to try to beat him on a fade. If he's off of you might want to try to beat him on a hitch. So they're just trying to confuse that offense as they get the play call in there.
And they will say that they called a timeout, did Munford Lions, before the penalty. So waving off the flag, but you see that, David, and again, you talk about some of the great defenses we've seen over the time.
Yeah.
Right now you're seeing a lot of gamesmanship as far as, you come up in press coverage, and you're seeing Flanord about 1.5 yards off of Elston over on the far side, and then at the last moment they're checking out of it, moving back about 7 yards, and they had already audibled at that point, so Munford's offense really was in a state of confusion there, so had to take the time out here. That's their first in the ballgame. But I tell you, Michael Anderson, now the defensive coordinator for Central, really doing a good job down here of confusing that Munford offense.
Yeah, that's something that you've seen defenses have to learn over the years, even in the college level, because offenses have gone to that fast tempo, calling the play in from the sideline. It's just a little advantage the defense can do to try to throw them off. We'll see how they do it here. They're lining up in press man. Again, I'll be surprised if they don't shift out of it. Mumford's receivers are a little bigger than the corners.
3rd down.
They're going to stay in it.
Stay in it. Harris rolls out left, throws in the flats, catch is too low. Tried to hit his man on the far boundary out there, Jenkins, but the pass down around the shoe tops, he couldn't pull it in. So the Lions are going to have to punt it away again.
You know, I got to give credit to David Flanord. He's a pretty good-sized guy. He's out there playing press man. The field's a little wet from the rain. It's hard to play corner. It's the hardest position in football to play, other than maybe quarterback. And he's doing a good job sticking with that guy out there and provided some good coverage for the defense.
Mitchell to punt the football away. Back deep it is Jennings at about the 43-yard line. Defense playing well here early. Mitchell, high floating kick, fair catch called for. Jennings will make the catch at the 45. So good field position for the Volunteers to open up this drive with 3:02 remaining in the first and leading 7-0.
Let's see how Ben Street does this time. His second official snap or official possession as the starting quarterback for the Vols. Did great the first drive. Played well under the little bit of pressure that he did have, made some good throws, and made some plays with his feet. So let's see if they don't keep trying to run him or maybe give him a break and throw the ball a little bit, go with that big running back they have back there.
Davin Flanord to the near side. This time Street drops back, throws it, almost picked off. Miscommunication there.
And that's the first really bad throw that we've seen from Ben Street this year. And I'll tell you what, something interesting to note, Munford did stunt that time, brought a linebacker. The line picked it up well, but with a young quarterback, he sees that linebacker coming before the snap. That may have took his attention away from the receiver and didn't deliver a very good throw that time.
The two receivers inside and out did kind of a curl route. The middle receiver, which was Zachary, streaking down the field, and he threw it to Zachary, who was not looking.
He should have went down the field. They're doing it again. They're going to go with a run, but
Jennings almost breaking loose. He'll get across the 45 and gain a yard, brings up third down about 9.
That's just where you got to have that maturity to stand strong in the pocket, have faith in your offensive line, which is something that will develop over the season, and deliver the ball where it needs to go. What he should have done was hit the deep route instead of trying to hit that curl real quick. But you got to stand strong in the pocket in the face of that blitz. I wouldn't be surprised to see Munford do to bring the house a little more and see if they can't shake up Ben Street.
Third down, we'll call it about 7.5 to 8 yards to go. Street with a shotgun, flag comes in from the far side.
It's going to be a motion on the receiver out there. He moved, I think, is what it looked like to me. DJ got a little carried away. Yeah, he's pointing towards himself. That's a man there. You got to take responsibility for your mistakes. That's okay. I'm sure that he'll make up for it plenty of times this season.
That will move it back. Brings up a third down, and we'll call it about 13 yards to go. Ball back at about the 42-yard line.
Third and 13.
Turned into a beautiful night
Yes,
here at
it did.
Volunteer Stadium.
Nice and cool, ready for some football this year. Perfect weather.
Bunch set to the near side. Street takes it, drops straight back. Going to throw the fly pattern
There
for Ford.
he
He's
is,
down
wide
there.
open.
Ford has got. He cannot hang on at the 35.
Well, that's
Ford.
the first real time they went to DJ. He was wide open. He showed his speed. He showed his size. Got some separation from the receiver. Great throw by Ben as well. Hit him right in the hand, stride for stride. Just dropped the ball. Got to catch those. But like I said, he'll make up for it. Not a very good possession there for DJ. Jumped off sides, dropped the ball. Ben, first real time we've seen him make a mistake with the poor pass. But we'll see if they can't recuperate on defense and then get back out there and drive the ball again.
JT Burns for his first punt of the season. Takes the snap. Gets it out of there with a little bit of pressure, but good kick.
Nice spiral there.
It's going to hit and dangerously caught inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line.
That's a good punt by JT. Got
Very
some
much.
hang time on it. Nice spiral there, and the coverage team did a good job getting down the field.
Munford will start first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining here in the first period. Week number 1 of the 2015 high school football season.
And Tommy, we talk about the schedule there on the show the other day, and the first half of the season is really going to be a test for the Vols this year.
Handoff up the middle goes to Smith. He's hit immediately by who else? Jacob Lett.
And let me tell you, this is what most impressed me about Jacob Lett that play. He did not get up the field. When you're playing outside linebacker, you got to stay at home, squeeze down, force everything inside. That's exactly what he did. Took on a blocker and made a great play. Didn't get up the field. Very impressive.
I think maybe about 5 tackles in the first.
Yeah.
This guy has
And
been
he's
on
only
fire.
a junior.
2 split outs will go to the left side.
Getting the play from the sideline again, Tommy. Let's see what the Vols do maybe to switch it up a little bit here, confuse the offense.
Again, Harris, the quarterback, takes the snap, reads it, and going to give it off to Smith. Comes around the corner, breaks the tackle. He's got the sideline, and Ford unloads on him over here.
Boom!
As he will make up for the missed pass and unload on the back over here on the near side.
Great hit by DJ, but more importantly, you had a couple of missed tackles up here that you got to make. The corner came flying up, and instead of tackling low, grabbing the legs and wrapping up, he went for the jersey. Can't do that. You got to come up. He was in position to make the play, but he didn't. Luckily, you got a stud back there at safety that came up and I think welcomed him to Volunteer Stadium, Tommy.
Clean things up back here in the backfield, but
Clean
it is
the referee up, too.
No doubt. It is a Munford first down.
The first one of the game, I believe.
Harris throws it in the flats. Catch made by Elston. He's brought down immediately.
Good play by the corner there. They ran a little hitch. Those are going to be open from time to time. We can live with a 3-yard pass. Came up and made a good tackle that time.
Falls inside the 40 to 39-yard line. Second down. We're under a minute to play here in the first period. Volunteers leading 7-0.
That was 21, the safety.
Zachary on the
Zachary,
stop there.
Ladarius Zachary. There you go. Get these names right.
Harris hands it off to Smith. He's hit immediately. Dawson Taylor's got him. Also Tyler Smith. They'll bring him down. Really no gain on the play, so it's going to bring up a big third down. And that may be the final play of the first. Let's see if they start the play clock.
That's where those hard-nosed, tough middle linebackers come in, stuffing things up there, not giving up much room.
Third down. They'll look to the sideline. 17 seconds on the clock. Look for Munford to get one more play off. Third down and about 3.5. Harris takes, quick hitch on the outside. Catch is made out there to the far side is Jenkins. He's
They're
hit.
going to call holding. They're going
yeah.
to call holding on the receiver. He came up. The corner came up, made a good play, took on the receiver, tried to shuck him. The guy grabbed a handful of his jersey. Good call by the back official there, I believe.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold. That's going to really hurt Munford right there. They'd picked up the first down. Instead, it's coming back. Big play for that Volunteer defense there to get it. That will move them back and bring up another third down conversion opportunity.
You got to give it to the secondary. Other than the one missed tackle on the big run, they've come up and made some good plays, took on some blockers, made some open field tackles where it's really important. You know, when you play in safety or corner, sometimes you're the only man out there left to beat. You got to make a good tackle. And the corner on the outside there came up, took on the blocker, tried to shake him, but unfortunately for Munford, there was a hold on the field. It was a pretty obvious call.
Big play right here. Third down. We'll call it about 7.
Last play of the quarter.
Shotgun look for the Lions. They will start the clock. They're not going to get this play underway. As they will say it did not happen. So we will move to period number 2. Your First State Bank scores 7-0. Central leading over Munford. We'll take this time out. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a 4-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success.
Welcome back, Volunteer Stadium. Second period about to get underway. Big third down and a long 7 for the Munford Lions. Timeouts brought to you throughout the season. Dairy Delight, discover what everyone else is talking about. Highway 77 just off the Ashland Square. That is Dairy Delight.
And you know, Tommy, Coach Aaron was fired up in that break. I would expect to see this defense come out make a stand right here.
Harris rolls out to the right side, got pressure from behind, throws it. It's caught. What a catch.
Come on. You know, we went for the interception there. Number 21, that's Ladarius Zachary. He went for the interception. Sometimes you gotta understand that it's better to make the hit, make the tackle, and prevent the first down rather than go for the pick. He just misjudged the ball that time. A little good pressure there from Led on the outside. He came on a little stunt. Unfortunately, they rolled the other way from him. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Munford.
Tanner Reeves with a good catch there to pull it in. Harris got moving on the interior. They go with a long snap count, jumping into the neutral zone, and that's going to be Malik Dark.
You know, I've noticed on passing situations, it looks like Munford's going to be passing the ball a little bit here on this drive. They'll put Malik in at nose guard. Not real big, but very quick. That time tried to get a jump on the ball, jumped off sides.
Makes it 1st down and 5, just inside the 30-yard line for the Lions.
Munford putting together a nice little drive here.
Harris this time returned the favor.
There we go.
Split end Campbell jumps across the line. That will cost him 5. We'll wear out that 5 yards of grass and move it back 5 more.
You can tell these boys are ready to go. Looked like he was headed down the field for a deep pass. Didn't get quite far enough to see what it was. But Munford coming out, throwing the ball a little bit more this time. Number 3's got a nice little arm, and, of course, he's got some wheels on him, so that's always a threat. He hasn't ran it yet. I wouldn't be surprised to see him tuck the ball and go, though, because he's got some speed on him.
Ball on the far hash, so the wide side is to our near side, and you got Jenkins and Elston. And Elston's got coverage from DJ Ford. They'll throw the quick hitch on the outside, and breaking one tackle's Campbell, then butted out of bounds across the way. And I believe it's Jacob Lett again on the stop.
Well, that's a great play by the corner there. Came up a little too much to the outside, got off the blocker and forced him inside. Jacob Lett, like you said, he has only one speed, and that's go, 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 go. He came out there from the outside linebacker position, picked up another tackle.
Gain of 4, call it 2nd down and 6. Harris will take the snap, read it, come to the near side, cuts it outside, breaks a tackle. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Yes, he's got some wheels.
Yeah, 74 came up. Casey Jones came up, sat on the line, did a good job getting off the block, just wasn't quick enough to make the tackle. The outside linebacker's got to come up there, and the inside linebacker on that side, and make that play for Casey. Casey did a great job. Just got to have a little help from the guys behind him with a little more speed.
1st down and 10. Harris with a shotgun look will take it. He'll go back to Smith up the middle. He's hit immediately, spins away, breaks away, and finally brought down by Flanord at about the 9.
You know, Tommy, we just said it. The middle linebacker came through 43. That's Clay Tuck. Had him in the backfield, just ran right through the tackle. That's the only way you can describe it. And luckily, Flanord was out there to make the play. But we've got to have a little more, arm strength or something to wrap those guys up, make that play in the backfield.
There will be a motivational speaker in the timeout out there at about the 6-yard line. His name is Chris Herron. You may have heard of him. I believe that he's going to motivate his troops to be some more, get into the tackling mode a little more and cut down on the missed tackles that have happened here in the last little bit, the last few plays. So they are going to discuss that out on the field, bringing up 2nd down at about 9. That time, Smith stopped in his tracks. Good penetration.
Yeah,
everything
penetration
was there, but he just kept the legs churning, able to spin out and get the 1st down.
Well, you know, Smith, he came through, or Tuck, I should say, came through, took on the blocker, hit him in the backfield, and just couldn't make the tackle. Now, I've been on the receiving end of one of those Chris Herron motivational speeches. He was the offensive line coach when I played, and I was a tight end. So every once in a while he'd get me, and it's not that much fun. I'll tell you that much.
They will come out, 3 wide outs to the right side. It's 2nd down, about 1.5 yards for the Lions.
Chris Herron, a very effective speaker, though. I'll put it that way.
Just inside, just outside the 5. Harris will take it, give it Smith, and blown dead, I believe. Movement again on the outside. I believe they're going to get Campbell, the wide out.
That's the 2nd time this possession. Preseason jitters will give him that. Got to get things under control. I know you're excited, man, but you're a receiver. You're looking in at the ball. You got to stay still.
Illegal procedure.
Look at the beef on the Munford offensive line, though, while we're in this break. I want you to just look at how big that right tackle is, number 78, man. We're a little outmatched with size, but I think we're holding our own on the defensive line for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, getting penetration against those guys isn't easy, but the Vols able to do that here in the 1st half. Harris On second down at about 7, we'll look to the sideline, get the play from Coach Smith. And again, 2 wide outs are to either side.
You'll notice the Vols have brought up the outside linebackers as ends this time. They're in an old 50 look.
Harris back, looks in the flats,
Man
throws it out
coverage.
there, nobody home. It
That's
may be
a
picked
dangerous
off.
pass.
Very well done. Ladarius Zachary able to read it and haul it in for the interception in the end zone. What a play by the secondary.
The Vols came up in the old 50 look with 2 linebackers, had 5 defensive linemen, so that meant that they were on press man coverage, one-on-one like the old backyard football there. Great play by Ladarius. He saw it the whole time. He pressed the guy into the other receiver, made a great play, and it'll be Vols football on the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Volunteer offense as they'll come back on the field. Good defensive stop there by the Vols defense.
Now let's see if Ben Street can take the momentum of a turnover and turn it into some positive offensive production. Last time, a couple of bad plays ruined the drive for the Vols. I want to see them drive down the field, make some good, mature plays. I know they're a young team, but that's what you got to have if you're going to beat some of these good teams.
I don't think we've seen the last deep route by DJ
I
Ford.
hope that we haven't.
Ben Street takes it. He'll hand it off up the middle. Not a whole lot there, but a good spin by Peoples. He'll bring it out to about the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. Good tough running inside.
I'll tell you this, the offensive line is doing what they call zone blocking. They're not assigned a particular man, they're assigned a zone. And that helps when you have some quick offensive linemen, not necessarily big, but the right guard that time, Neil Anderson, did a good job getting up off the ball and blocking the guy that came into his zone. Picked up a couple of extra yards there off that block.
Second down at about 6. Clock rolling now, 10.5 minutes left in the first half. Don't forget, coming up, the Cabinets Direct halftime show. Take a listen to the Central Volunteer Marching Band. Street, back, in the flats it goes. The catch is made. Spinning close to the 30-yard line on the catch that time. That is going to be Logan Cooper. And he will be shy of the first down, but brings up 3rd and 1. Good catch.
Another good play call there by Chris Herron. He ran the defensive backs off, ran a little hitch there with Cooper. He made a good, solid catch. Didn't get many yards after the play, after the catch, but that's okay. He's not in there for his speed. Obviously, he's in there for good hands, and that's what you're going to see from some of these Vols receivers.
3rd down and a long yard to go.
Now you're going to see speed from 9. That's what you're going to see from him.
He is out here to the near side. Confusion all on the
they're shifting on the defense, trying to shake up Ben.
And
I believe
movement. Actually, the left tackle moved that time. A little confusion there, and it was just one of those where you saw Munford players shifting and coming into the neutral zone and popping back out, and just got a little jump there, and that's going to cost the Vols 5. And instead of 3rd and 1.5, you got 3rd and 6.5.
Yeah, you know, Tommy, we talked about the young quarterback, and you're going to see that a lot with the young quarterback. Defenses will try to shake him up with some movement. Not only that, you got a somewhat inexperienced line. I know you got a couple of new guards in the game this year, and that sort of helps shake them up a little bit too. But I think that you'll see as the game progresses, as the season progresses, a little bit of a gelling there. They'll come together, and they'll work out those kinks.
Yeah, I think so. To be honest, as small as the offensive line is, I've been impressed with what they've been able to do here in the first half.
Definitely hard-nosed. They get off the ball low and hard and quick. And I think spreading out the field helps them out a little bit with that.
We'll call it 3rd down and 7. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up nicely. Street whips it down the field, too high. Trying to go back to Cooper across the middle.
A good play call there. He had him somewhat open. You got to lead your receiver, especially if you have one of those not a very big receiver in Cooper. Got to put it where he can catch it, where he has an opportunity to get away from the secondary and make a good play with his hands. That's one of the, we started off, Ben made some great throws now. He's had a couple of poor throws, but I think he'll shake that off as he gets the game progresses. He gets a couple of snaps under his belt, and we'll see how he does.
Punting time for J.T. Burns. He'll kick it away. Oh, high snap, goes back and gets it. Going to hurry it out of there and gets it away. Great job.
Great play by J.T.
It's going to hit and roll. What a play by J.T.
Wow.
Burns, and it'll roll to the 45. My, oh, my, avoiding disaster. J.T. Burns with a tremendous heads-up play.
That's the second impressive special teams play that we've seen from J.T. Burns. The first being the picking up the poor snap on the field goal there. He got that one out, and I'm going to say, he's well coached. His dad is a coach for the Volunteers, and that's just part of that living with the team or living with the coach and knowing that you got to get it out. It doesn't matter how far it goes, just get it away. He did that, and we got some pretty good field position here out of it.
Munford starts at the 45-yard line, going right to left, steps back, throws it into flats.
Oh,
almost
great
picked
play.
off
Great play.
read. Ladarius Zachary almost with another pick.
He read that one from the get-go. That guy telegraphed his pass. He's still out there hurt, though.
I believe it's going to be a cramp.
Yeah,
it
looks like. Yeah.
Looks like the cramp hit him.
I believe he may have got the cramp from hitting the ground there after he dropped the interception, but we'll see how. Yeah, it's a cramp.
Yeah, they're going to
work
on that.
Stretching his legs. And that's what you're going to get with the humidity here, the heat. It's the first game of the year. You know, you're going to get those. It's just one of those things, man. You got to drink water, eat bananas, potassium.
First State Bank scores 7-0. Volunteers on top, folks. And let me tell you, some great sponsors bringing you Volunteer Football, Blossman Gas, Upsy Daisy Resale Boutique, Cabinets Feed and Seed, Scooters Grill of Hackneyville, also Family Eye Care bringing you this volunteer football season. So looking forward to working with those guys throughout the year.
One thing that the Volunteers have going for them that a lot of teams don't, they have two great doctors that help out on the sideline there. There's Dr. Ogles and Dr. Hensley. So I'm sure they'll get the best care possible out there. The Volunteers going to back out of that press coverage again.
Hand it off up the middle, chopped at the line of scrimmage. Good play on the inside. I believe that's going to be Dawson Taylor. Cuts the legs out from under Smith. A gain of about a half yard, brings up 3rd and long.
That defensive line, not overly big, hard-nosed. They're firing off real hard and low so that those bigger offensive linemen can't get under them and drive them off the ball, stuffing up that middle there.
3rd down and long, clock rolling.
You'll see old number 39, Malik Dark, check back in as a passing down. He'll be your nose guard this play.
Harris, shotgun look, takes it, going to roll out to the near side. Got pressure from Dark, throws it out there, too high. That was caused by Malik Dark, who was in the grill of Avery Harris.
There's an obvious reason that he comes in on passing downs, Tommy. He's quick, he's strong, he got off the ball super fast. And I think that's something that you're going to see for the remainder of the season on passing downs. You'll see Malik Dark come in at nose guard for Logan Camp. Just a little more speed and able to rush the passer a little better.
4th down and about 9. Munford going to kick it away. That's going to be Mitchell.
If we can get a couple of more pass rushes like that out of Malik with our secondary, you'll see a couple of turnovers.
Snap back to Mitchell, gets it out of there. High, booming kick. They're going to have to get away from that and let it roll. Hits on the far boundary, scoots out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Good job by the punt return team.
Not a bad punt there.
No.
It's a deep punt, and that's what you want. You want a lot of hang time. Give your punt team time to get down there and cover it. The Vols, not bad field position. Let's see what Ben can do now. Made not a great throw there to end the last drive. I want to see him shake that off. Might come out and do a little more running, get a couple of snaps under him, get the pressure off his back a little bit, and see what we can do, drive the ball down the field.
Cameron Peoples checking in. Still want to see him get out in the open field one time and watch the long leg stride. As the Vols come up, 2 wideouts go to the left.
It's coming, Tommy. If he breaks away, he's got the speed to outrun the defense.
Movement all in there. Trying to run the quick handoff on the speed sweep to Jennings.
Once again, Tommy, that defense doing a lot of shifting there at the defensive line and in the linebackers, throwing off the offense. If you're on the outside, if you're a receiver, I know I saw a lineman move, but a receiver as well. If you're on the outside, you got to look in at the ball, and when the ball moves, that's when you go, obviously. But you can't rely on sound. The crowd's in this game. It's really easy to jump off sides, especially the first game of the year.
So makes it 1st down and 15. Ball back inside the 15 at about the 14-yard line.
That's a drive killer. I know we just started this drive, but you can't have that early in a game like this when the game's still real close, 7-0. You got to get every advantage you can. It's plays like that that'll just ruin a drive.
1st down and 15. Street takes it, fakes it, goes right side, breaks the tackle, cuts inside. Good move. Street's got it inside or outside the 20 to about the 22-yard line. That time looked like they had him dead to right. Good shake and bake move. Yep. Cuts it back inside for positive yardage.
What I like to see about that play there was that he read the play correctly. He didn't give the ball, but when he saw the outside linebacker come up and sit on that line, he wasn't scared to cut the ball up and take a hit from a middle linebacker and pick up a couple of extra yardage.
2nd down and about 8 yards to go. Volunteers have it. Split outs come to the near side. There's a couple of them. Street will take it. Step back. Looking. Now he's rolling. He's going to tuck it under and run. Cuts it back. Going to be hit. Spins.
Good move.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe forward across the 25, but brings up 3rd down.
One thing the receivers have got to do there when they see him scrambling, you got to come back to the quarterback. That's what they always teach you. come back to the quarterback and at least give him some blocking help if he decides to tuck it and run. I think that he probably should have tucked that one and tried to hit it on the right outside there a little earlier than he did, but he was trying to hit DJ Ford down here on the deep route. But sometimes you just got to tuck it and go. He's got the wheels under him to make a big play. He just needs to learn. That comes with experience. Learn to tuck it sometimes.
3rd down and a long 5. Ford comes to the near side. J.T. Burns in slot formation. Here comes the blitz.
Yep.
Run the option, pitch it back in trouble. Is going to be Peoples. Breaks that tackle. Here comes Peoples.
There he goes.
30-yard line. 35.
Speed,
cuts it back. It's going to be Cameron Peoples at the 45. Cuts it outside. Breaks
Great
the tackle.
block by Cooper.
Picking him up. Putting him down. It's Peoples. 15-5. Touchdown.
It's like you said, Tommy, if he gets out in open field, there's not many people that's going to catch him. He picked up a great block out there by number 29, Cooper. However, after the block, he tried to block another guy. You got to just sometimes let him go. Great play there by Peoples, though. Showed that speed and athleticism. Should have been dead for rights here in the backfield, but made a couple of great moves, and now the Vols are up 2 touchdowns.
Cameron Peoples electrifying the crowd, about a 75-yard run. And the Vols are on the board again, 13-0 with 6:31 remaining here in the first half.
Great play by Peoples. Now, let's see if we can't get a little bit better snap from the long snapper, J.T. Burns. Great holder, obviously. Let's not make him work too hard this time.
He will put it down. Dawson Harry on for the extra point. Snap is good. Hold is kick. Hold is good. The kick also is good. 14-0. Your new First State Bank score. Volunteers lead. 6:31 left here in the first half. We'll take this time out. You're enjoying Vols football on WAXC TV.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
Cabinet's Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
General's Cafe in Newside is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal in a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in Newside.
Back at Volunteer Stadium, Tommy Wood along with David Burkhalter. First State Bank score 14-0. You see it there on the screen. Volunteers up by 2 touchdowns. It's time for a Southern Union kickoff by Ben Street. Last kick in the end zone. This kick, another boomer.
Another one.
And it's going to drive him back. He'll field it at the 1. It's Patterson to the 10-yard line, 15.
Boom.
Comes to the near side, got a block. Comes the outside, cuts back, and then brought down at about the 30-yard line. Good stop out here by the Vols. Great pursuit that time by JoJo Brannick to bring him down.
Number 92, didn't catch his name there on the roster, but the wedge buster, in the middle of the kickoff team, laid a lick on a blocker there and opened it up. Unfortunately, got to stay in your lane. Made a good tackle out here, good pursuit, but you got to stay in your lane, and 92 opened that one up for some tacklers to make a play.
Zach Horn, they call him Popcorn.
He got the pop all right. I'll give him that.
3 wideouts go to the right. 1 will come to the near side. Avery Harris, the quarterback for the Munford Lions. Now down by 2 scores. Snap. He'll go to Smith. Smith tries to loop it around the outside, chased by Dawson Taylor. Smith is hit. Taylor will finally catch up with him. Ball is on the turf.
I think they're
going to rule it down after a gain of about 8.5 yards.
You know, there was some good pursuit by the defensive line there. Dawson Taylor made some great pursuit. Outside linebackers got to come up and make that play, and your inside linebackers got to trail as well. Picked up a couple more yardage than he should there. Got to take on the blockers with your inside arm and force everything back inside and let Big Dawson clean it up.
Flip it on the outside. Darius Zachary out there. There's Jacob Lett again. He won't get the first down.
And that's
good coverage.
Good play by Ladarius to get out there. That's what you want to see on a little quick screen right there. That's okay if they catch it. It's okay if they get a couple of yards. Come up and make a good open field tackle and prevent them from getting that extra yardage that they don't need to get. 3rd
down at about a half yard.
We're going to call a timeout, it looks like, Tommy. Talk this one over.
Yeah, it looks like the Heat timeout could be in effect here with 5:43. Folks, don't forget, coming up at halftime, your Cabinets Direct halftime show. We'll take a listen to the Central Volunteer Marching Band under new band director Stephen Arline.
You know, Mr. Russell Hathcock, last year's band director, did a great job. We've got to hear him perform a little bit. They did the national anthem. Doing a pretty good job so far under the new guy.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be an exciting program. Once again, they've done such a great job over the last few years, and they'll continue that tradition. So we will check them out here at the break.
Now expect to see the men come in for this short yardage play here. 3rd and about 1. You're going to see the beef come onto the field, try to clog up some holes there because you can expect the Munford Lions to line up and just run this one straight ahead, try to pick up the first down.
Had a chance tonight to talk to some of the guys that have not had a chance to be at this stadium. And, this is really, I guess, your first opportunity to be up here on the roof and enjoy the view. And I tell you, they don't come much better than the view from the top of Volunteer Stadium.
This is actually my first game to watch at Volunteer Stadium. Gotcha. I was an old Panther, so I'm a Clay County boy, but I haven't got to see a game here. I did come for the pregame last year against Benjamin Russell with Collage Country 97.5. Got to see the stadium, take a tour. Of course, my mom's the secretary here at Central of Clay County, so I've seen the school. Beautiful school, great facilities, and it's what you'd want your kids to go to school to. Lots of opportunity here.
Beef on both sides. And I believe Munford will win the Battle of the Beef if you look at the size up front as they bring a couple of big youngsters out there. Go with a power set.
Something I like to see, though, is that the outside linebacker's still in.
Quarterback sneak, going to get the first down.
Yeah,
he will move it to about the 43-yard line.
Good surge by the offensive line of Munford there. But what I was saying, they kept Jacob Lett in. I was wondering, even though he's made a lot of tackles with his size, would they put somebody else bigger in, maybe try to clog some holes? No, sir. They kept him in. Hard-nosed player. You could tell he was in there in the middle of that pile. But they only had a couple of inches to go. Good surge from the Munford Lions. They pick up the first down.
Jalen Bass, the 257-pound freshman, was in on the defensive front that last play. Staying with the I formation are the Lions. Picks
snap.
it back. It's still loose.
On the ground. The ball's got it.
Picked up by Tuck. Tuck tripped up and cannot take it in, but he'll bring it to the 32-yard line. It's first down, Volunteers.
And that was a great play by the nose guard there. Got some penetration to cause that bobble snap. Then the quarterback is still just eating it, tried to pitch it out there and pitched it to nobody except for the Volunteer defense. One thing I like to see on that play, Tommy, a whole host of Volunteers were out there to pick that ball up. Unfortunately, Tuck stumbled, fell. Had he not stumbled, he had open daylight to the end zone.
Nothing in front of him but goal lines and headlines.
And that's one that he'll be regretting tomorrow morning, I promise you. Not many chances that a defensive player gets to score a touchdown.
Lineman's dream there, or linebacker's dream as well. 3 wideouts go to the left. 1 will come to the right. Street takes it. He's going to go deep early. He's got Ford down there. Ford goes up and cannot haul it in. Great battle at the goal line. And it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage area. Yeah. Double coverage, almost able to jump up and take it away.
Well, they're double covering DJ Ford there because of his speed and athleticism. He was able to elevate over the corner, though, and made a good play on the ball. Great coverage, though. They do what you taught. The Munford corner did what you're taught when you're undersized. Don't worry about elevating with him. Rip up through the arms, knock the ball out. That's what he did, and it was a good play by the corner.
Second
Not
down.
a bad throw by Ben either, though.
Oh, right on the money. Second down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Coach Aaron showing some faith in the young quarterback, letting him throw it this game.
Street's got it. He'll leave it with Peoples. Peoples, 30, inside there to about the 26-yard line.
Picked up some good yardage there. Great blocking on the right side of that offensive line there. You got to give some credit there to Neil Anderson, Adam Brown. Made a couple of holes there. Picked up about, 5 yards or so?
Yeah, they'll give him a 6 on it,
6.
so third and about 4. Third
I want to
down and
see
4.
in the red zone here, we haven't seen Central really go to a power package. We saw them in the pregame lineup in the wishbone. I want to see if they'll do that when they get a little closer. They're still coming out in the spread right now, probably due to the undersize, and give them an advantage with their speed.
Street in the shotgun. Here comes the blitz. Leaves it with Peoples. Peoples, what a move. 25-yard line, another move. 20-yard line. He'll take it down to the 17. My goodness. Quick as a hiccup.
Picked up some good blocking there, but you see that lateral speed from Cameron Peoples, the ability to shift right there on the outside. Picked up more yardage than he should. Once again, had him dead for rights there, probably for a slight loss, but was able to make something out of nothing, pick up a couple of yards in the first down.
First down and 10. Again, that's another General's Cafe. First down, of course, the best cooking in the country, downtown news site.
Red zone offense. They're going to come back out in the spread, Tommy, which is, like I said, I want to see them getting that power package once, see what they can do there.
Again, it's Street. Hands it off up the middle this time. Heflin running tough.
Wow.
He'll hammer his way down about the 13-yard line.
You know, a linebacker met him about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and he just got helmet and shoulder pads there. And Marcus Heflin picked up a couple of extra yardage after contact. Great hard-nosed run and kept those legs driving there. That's what you want to see from a running back here inside the 20-yard line for sure.
Second down. We'll call it about 5.5 yards to go. Flanord goes to the far side. A couple of split outs to the near side. This time, Street, quarterback keeper all the way, gets a good block, cuts it back, shaking and making some men miss, and he'll take it down to the 10. Loses his helmet. So he's going to have to check out for a play.
Good moves there from Ben Street. Once again, he's caught in the backfield. Cameron's been caught in the backfield a couple times. They're able to make some moves and get a little extra yardage there after contact. Unfortunately, he'll have to sit out this play due to his helmet coming off. Who's it going to put at quarterback? J.T. Burns, maybe?
Should be
Burns,
yeah.
He played a little bit last year. They're not scared to throw it with Burns either, though.
No.
He threw some passes last year.
Third down and about 3. Flanord goes to the far side. You got Peoples back there. He's had a couple of impressive runs here in the last few minutes. 3rd and 3. Burns will take it. He'll go to Peoples. Peoples
Good
inside.
run.
He's got his first down to the 5. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Once again, able to shake a tackler right there at the line of scrimmage. The outside linebacker was sitting there on the end waiting on him. He was able to make a shifty move there and pick up a couple of extra yardage. Now they're inside the 5-yard line, and Ben Street's back in the game. I want to see if they put DJ Ford back in. I know they got to rest him for defense. Yeah, he's back on the field. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fade. Maybe just give it back up to Peoples again and let him make some moves. See what they do here in the short yardage game.
Yeah, Peoples starting to seem to be getting in a rhythm here running the football. Timeout.
It was a flag on the play. I think they broke the huddle with too many people.
Yeah, I think so. They tried to call the timeout.
Yeah.
But it will be illegal substitution.
Well, we've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it's the first game.
Right.
You got those first game jitters. Not everything is rolling exactly as it should, but you got to get this stuff worked out in this game because next week we're going to be going down to Alex City and playing a team that's going to have their pregame jitters worked out this week as well in the Benjamin Russell Wildcats.
Yeah, Wildcats taking on BC Rain tonight. 2:46. It's first down and goal outside the 10-yard line now. Street takes it, keeps it right side, got a gap, cuts it back in, takes it down to about the 5. A host of Munford defenders will bring him down there. But again, the offensive front, as we said, not the biggest,
Yeah.
But they're creating gaps, and that's really all you can ask for.
Feisty players is what they are. They're playing good technique, getting in good position, and creating some gaps for the running backs. Now, I got to say, some good hard-nosed running from the backs as well. They're keeping their legs driving after contact, picking up some extra yardage that they might not always ought to get due to the hits that they're taking. But they're picking up that extra yardage. That's what you want to see out of a running back. Keep those legs churning. Pick up the extra yardage, a couple of inches. You never know when it might help.
2nd down and goal, about the 5-yard line. Peoples and Street in the backfield. They'll go to Peoples. He cuts it back, cuts it again, going to take it and dive. Is he in there? The nod is there.
Nodding, yeah, touchdown.
And touchdown.
You know,
Peoples.
He made a good athletic play to get in the end zone there. I was going to say, man, you got to follow your blockers, but, hey, when you're Cameron Peoples, you do what you need to do to get in the end zone. That's exactly what he did. Great play there by an athletic running back.
Has a nose for the end zone,
yes,
able to get it in there. 20-0, our new score with 1:51 remaining here in the first half. Volunteers taking control here. Harry on for the extra point. The kick is up and right through there once again.
Tack on another point for the kicker there. But, hey, Cameron Peoples, impressive so far this game. Only a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken, Tommy. Expect big things out of him this season and for seasons to come.
He has really shown the explosiveness that we thought we would see, the long touchdown run. He's also been able to do some things in tight quarters as well.
Yeah, we knew that he was going to have that big play ability, able to break some tackles and make some moves in the open field. But what I've been most impressed with so far from Peoples and from Heflin is that when they make contact at the at the line of scrimmage, they keep their legs churning. They pick up those extra yards, sometimes inches, and that's what's important in a close game now. I know we're up 21-0. But, in games in the future, those inches and those yards are going to be very important.
And no one needs to head to the exits yet. This could still be a ball game for sure.
Yeah,
Munford's very explosive as well.
Yeah, they are.
So,
they got some big play potential as well.
They really do.
And, offensive linemen love to see that. That means a lot to them, that after the contact, the running back keeps going, he keeps trying, and that's what you want to see from a young running back there.
Street to kick it off again. This time, floating knuckleball going to hit and be taking it about the 5-yard line to the 10. 15 comes to the near side.
Popcorn, baby.
And Popcorn will bring him down at about the 29.
I like that kid, man. He's going down the field, and he's not scared to hit. Made a tackle there. Took on 2 blockers to make the tackle. Yeah, I like old Popcorn.
He gets after it, and that will be first down and 10 at the 30-yard line for Munford. Only 1:44 left.
I've always, if you ask a special teams coach, they can tell you on a kickoff team, you got to have that one guy that's just a little crazy. Runs down there, not scared to hit, break up that wedge, and that's what Popcorn's done twice this game.
Avery Harris, shotgun look, will take it. He'll give it off to Smith, comes near side. He's hit and driven back. Casey Jones leading the charge from his defensive tackle spot.
Clay Tuck came up inside, made him bounce it out that time, and forced him into the defenders. Great play by the middle linebacker there to make him string that one out, and good play by the Vols defense. I like seeing that host of Vols make tackles. They're swarming after the ball. You got to pursue.
2nd and 10. Harris looks back to the sideline.
Vols running that 3-4 defense now. Basic set, you'll probably see that all season. Checking off again.
Harris has gone the distance at quarterback. We thought we might see some of Campbell at quarterback, but Harris, and that's the reason why, throwing it deep, coverage is down there, and its catch is made.
You got to try to get up there. He was in man coverage all the way down the field. 25 was. Number 1 just elevated over him, made a great catch, has a great throw there. You just got to get your hands up and try to defend that one there, 25. Had good coverage on him, was with him stride for stride, but, maybe the safety come over and help a little bit, but you got to get your hands up, make a defensive play there to swat that ball down.
Munford trying to strike quick here before the intermission. Clock rolling, under 55 remaining. Harris pumps it short, now looking deep, drills out right side. Flips it down there, it's going to be picked off. Great read. It is intercepted far side, Zachary. Zachary will bring it back out to about the 30-yard line. Read it like a short story.
Yes, he did. Ladarius Zachary, we just talked about making a great defensive play. Got to get your hands up. He did it that time, read the ball correctly, broke on it well. And I'll tell you, Malik Dart, once again, provided the pressure that made him maybe make that throw a little quicker than he probably should have. But great play by 21, Ladarius Zachary, the corner.
As he just sat there, and you look at Harris, not a lot of playing time at quarterback either. that play, I've never been a quarterback, but you think you got to float that one up a little bit. That was more of on the line, and Zachary was right there to take it. 41 seconds left on the clock. Could the Vols go for something big here before the break?
Well, when you have DJ Ford in the game and Cameron Peoples, you never know.
Hands it off to Peoples this time. He will be hit and spun down that time. Stevens on the stop just outside the 30.
Looks like Coach Aaron's probably content to just let the clock dwindle down on this one. He's already taken his headset off. I believe that's what they're going to do. They're going to tell him to stay in the huddle.
And they start the play clock after. And that's going to be the final play here in the first half. Very entertaining first half. Volunteers building a 21-0 lead over the Munford Lions as we go to the break here at halftime. And get you set for the Cabinets Direct halftime show as the horn, or I should say the siren, will sound. And the teams head to the locker room. Again, 21-0. Volunteers on top. We'll take this timeout and come back with the Cabinets Direct halftime report in just a moment.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
For over 35 years, Dairy Delight in Ashland's been providing the area some of the best of your favorite comfort foods. From the best burgers around to their famous hot dogs and chicken fingers and sandwiches, even the pickiest of eaters can find some great food at Dairy Delight. And never leave without getting one of the hand-spun milkshakes, banana splits, or soft-serve ice cream just to top it off. Visit Dairy Delight on Highway 77 North and just off the square in downtown Ashland to discover what everyone's talking about and become a customer for life.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Welcome back to Volunteer Stadium. It's the Central High School Marching Band as they take the field here as part of the Cabinets Direct halftime show. Of course, Cabinets Direct, turnkey solutions for customized new or remodeled dream kitchens. Let's take a listen to the Central Volunteer Marching Band.
Seventh grade.
Seventh grade?
Yeah.
I was trying to find him. I gotta find where he's at. That is a look at the Central High School marching band here at Central. It's Cabinets Direct halftime report. 21-0 Volunteers lead. We'll take this time out and come back with more from halftime here at Volunteer Stadium right here on WAXC TV.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632. In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
Southern Pipe and Supplies, serving Clay, Tallapoosa, and surrounding counties for decades. Not just a great store for plumbing supplies and service, but a showroom and salespeople to help you with your decisions on brand names like Delta Faucets and customized shower systems. Make sure you pick up your heavy-duty and well-insulated K2 coolers. Southern Pipe and Supplies, located on Dadeville Road in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4235.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
And welcome back, Volunteer Stadium. Cabinets Direct halftime show. Of course, Cabinets Direct, turnkey solutions for customized new or remodeled dream kitchens. Get in touch with those folks at Cabinets Direct. Good folks to know. And again, you can find out more how you can get your dream kitchen in your home. You see the Volunteers warming up there. And David, you look in the first half, and I think a lot of people coming in expected really a close ball game. The Volunteers have taken advantage of some good field position, a big run by Cameron Peoples, but I tell you, to me, the defense has been as impressive as the offense here in the first half.
Well, the defense has been impressive, Tommy, and you got to give some credit to the outside linebacker there, little Jacob Lett, actually 5'10", 150, a junior, the outside linebacker, has played technique football. He's played great technique. He's been where he needed to be. He's taken on the blockers with the right arm, been in great position. And when he makes a tackle, when he gets his hands on you, he's going to hang on until the rest of the team can come. So he's done a great job tonight. And, of course, the secondary has been really good. I believe 2 interceptions in the first half and just provided some great coverage. And, I mean, it's just been a great performance by the Vols defense.
It really has. And we talked about coming in the linebackers. They have shored up the middle. But, again, Jacob Lett, to me, has stolen the show here in the first half. I think I've got him with about 7 tackles in the first half.
Seven or 8 tackles there in the first half. And I'll be honest with you, looking at him warming up and saying, man, he weighs 150 pounds. That might be their weak point on the defense. Tonight, he's been the anchor. He's been the strong point. He's done a great job. Also
on the outside, the boundary, the cornerbacks have done a good job really controlling the receivers of Munford. But offensively, Ben Street, to me, his first half at high school football, I think has been very impressive.
Yeah.
His passes pretty much have been on the money. Really, the only one really errant pass in the first half. Everything else his receiver had a chance to come down with. I think that that has been an impressive performance as well as running the football. He's made some good reads.
Yeah, he has made some really good reads, Tommy, and that's going to open up the passing game for him a little bit later on in the game. But you got to say, being his first career start here as the Vols quarterback, he's done a great job. I want to see him stand in the pocket under pressure. I want to see him make the pass when he's got a defender in his face. He's done that a couple of times, and then on the one errant throw in the first half, it was because the Munford lines brought the pressure early, and he sort of had that little extra hop in his step that he didn't need to take. Let's see how he does this second half. He's got one half of football under his belt. I want to see him mature overnight sort of and grow up a little bit here in the second half and do some good football for the Vols.
And one thing that you always worry about, I guess, as a head coach going in is special teams in the first and really you saw a bad snap, J.T. Burns, but the Vols took advantage of it. They did fine. Speaking of Burns, he fields a low snap on an extra point, gets it down, the kick his way. I think even though there's been a potential for a mistake in the first half, really the Vols special teams have played well.
And that's he's a senior coach's son, and I hate to say it, but that's what you expect out of a player like J.T. Burns. He's been here. He's done that. He fixes the mistakes that the Vols have made and actually turns them into sort of a good situation for him. Had a great punt off the bad snap, got good field position there I think it was on the 45-yard line, made something out of nothing. But that's what you have to expect out of a senior coach's son, and it's not always fair to expect that, but he's done a good job living up to that title there, and you got to give him give him credence to that, to his play tonight. Also, running back, man, that's what I've been impressed with.
Cameron Peoples has been lights out here in the first half, and look for bigger things coming up in the second half and throughout the season. You see the Vols in the huddle there. They're about to break it out, and we're going to get the second half underway. We'll take our final time out here on the Cabinets Direct Halftime Report. 21-0 Volunteers lead. Back in just a moment on WAXC TV.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Voshi's location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs. How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
Lineville Health and Rehab in Lineville, Alabama has a staff and has had a staff of caring folks for years. If it has come that time in life for that person in your family to look at the possibility of going into a health and rehab facility, you have a choice. You have a choice to choose, and the fine folks at Lineville Health and Rehab would like to take this time to invite you by to meet them and them you. Caring folks that care for you and your family. You have a choice. The number to call is 256-396-2104.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teens have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Over the years, S&S Tires grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Back at Volunteers Stadium, time for a Southern Union kickoff. Of course, Southern Union, you start there, you can go anywhere. Seth Thomas to kick it off for the Munford Lions.
Looks like he's going to angle it there towards the sideline, and he's going to kick it soccer style. We'll see if we can't pooch it in the middle is probably what I'm expecting him to do here.
Good. Aiming right at Kendrick Turman, who's standing at about the 30-yard line on the far side. Let's see what happens here. He does. Instead, it goes toward the middle. It's going to be fielded by Heflin. Marcus Heflin comes near side, gets a gap. He's going to come out of there and bring it out across the 35 to the 40 and to the 42-yard line.
And that's what you like to see. Starting running back there, Heflin. Churn those legs, baby. They had him. A couple of Munford Lions wrapped him up, but he kept those legs spinning, picked up a couple of extra yards, and that almost turned into a disaster for Munford there.
Just a little note for you. The Volunteers are 25-0 when scoring more than 20 points in a ball game, so you like that stat as you open up the second half?
Like those odds there. Let's see how Ben Street comes back, settle down after the first half of play, see if he can't make some good throws and some good plays with his legs here running the option.
Ford to the far side, Flanord to the near side. Burns will now sprint to the far side as well.
Movement.
Street drops back, but movement. I believe they're going to
get left tackle, 71 there.
Yeah.
They drew him off sides.
Garrett Yates kind of rocked back just a little bit, and that's going to cost him 5.
And it's going to cost him a nice little motivational speech from Coach Chris Aaron, it looks like.
They will bring Casey Jones in at left tackle to open up the second half. First down and 15. Flanord comes to the near side. Slide again is J.T. Burns. DJ Ford to the far side. Same play. As he will go to the far side. Fake to Heflin. No, gave it to Heflin. He's drilled in the backfield.
Yeah, they ran a little stunt that time, Tommy, and the line didn't pick it up quick enough. Got to have your head up. That's one of the sort of miscues there, running that zone blocking. You don't always pick up the stunts and the blitzes as well as you should, but that time middle linebacker came through unscathed. Actually, I think it was the safety came through unscathed, and it's just one of those plays that happens from time to time. Let's see how the Vols can rebound from 2 negative plays in a row.
Hill and Stevens make the stop there. Brings up a second down, about 18 yards to go. Street with a shotgun look. He'll take it, drop straight back. Looking in the flats, throws it. Flanord gets it, brings it across the 45. Flanord out to the 48-yard line. Let me tell you something. When he catches the football, he is up the field.
Yeah, he is. He's running hard. Looks like he came up a little hobbled that time, but dangerous pass there from Ben Street. Luckily made a good catch and got up the field, picked up enough yards where this is a manageable third down, which is exactly what you wanted from that second and long.
Flanord looks to be cramping just a bit.
Yeah, favoring that left leg a little bit, Tommy. Like we said earlier, humidity, heat. You're going to have that here on the first game of, and it's middle of August, so
right.
You know, it's just sort of be expected. Get a couple of mustard packets and a banana, and you'll be all right.
Third down and about 4. 2 split outs either side for Street. Here comes the blitz. He drops back, got pressure, rolls away from it, throws it out there. Short hops
They're going to call it. Yeah, they're going to call it incomplete. That one bounced off the ground. Good pickup by the running back that time, and Ben made a good play with his legs to get away from some pressure. But 31, Heflin, he picked up one of the blitzing guys and gave him just enough time to get out there. Got to set your feet, Tommy, square your shoulders to the line. and throw the ball correctly. That's just one of those young plays. He'll learn that, and that's what they're going to tell him when he comes to the sideline. Hey, you got out there, set your feet, make a good throw, and that's a first down.
In week 3, he may turn that up the field as well and run for that first down.
That's something else he's got to learn, to just tuck it sometimes. He's got the speed.
Good snap back there to Burns this time.
Good
kick by Burns. Hangs it up there, fair catch. Called for and made at about the 18-yard line.
If you can say this for J.T. Burns, he's been impressive on the special teams tonight. He's made a couple of catches there at receiver, but he's made some great punts. He's made a good play on the field goal team earlier. And that's, like we said, he's a senior coach's son. That's what you got to expect out of him.
Very steady ball player. Had a good game here tonight. 10:06 left here in the third. 21-0 Vols lead.
Volunteers running that old 3-4 package. That's what you're going to see against a lot of spread teams this year. Let's see how he does this half.
Fake on the outside, goes back in the middle, and he's drilled right there. Casey Jones combines with Clay Tuck.
Clay Tuck came through the line of scrimmage. That's one of the benefits of being a smaller linebacker, is that you can sort of, I don't want to say hide, but you can sort of use your defensive line, work off them, skeet through and make a tackle. That's the best way I can describe it. His uncle played football with me. He was the same way, and that's like what you like to see out of a smaller middle linebacker.
Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Munford Lions. As Harris, pistol formation, has Smith back behind him.
Old pistol formation, don't see that much.
They'll take it, give it off to Smith. He's got a little bit of a gap, runs through a defender, and brings that close to the 25. He's shy of the first down.
Something I like to see the start in the second half here is that some of the tackles that we missed in the first half we're making in the start of the second half here, which is good. I'm sure the defensive coordinator and Coach Herron there, they got together and told them, hey, these missed tackles, we can't have those. I know we're up 21-0, but you can't have missed tackles. That'll get you beat.
Special thanks to all of our sponsors bringing you volunteer football throughout the season, including Kia of Auburn, Marcia Mason Attorney at Law, Red's Catfish Cabin, and S&S Tire.
Love that Red's Catfish Cabin.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. 3rd down. Back to pass. Harris throws it down there. Incomplete.
Hey,
almost another pick.
Yeah, they're gonna keep trying. The defensive backs there throwing that hitch. He's not getting the ball out there fast enough. We're making good breaks on it. We're gonna pick that off again if you don't watch out.
We talked in the pregame about the secondary, about how quick they were. You have seen every cornerback and defensive back really get a jump on the pass.
Yeah, and with this type of offense that Munford's running, they're going to run those quick passes, trying to get it out there quick, get something, make a move on the edge. I don't know if that's going to work against the Volunteers. We've got too much athleticism there at the corner position, definitely at the safety position, and we're going to break on those balls and make some picks.
Mitchell to punt the football away. Jennings is back deep. Gets it out of there. Jennings fair catch called for and made. At about the 39-yard line. Yeah, fielding the ball very well back there.
Yeah, some of those punts been knuckleballs. Those are hard to catch, man. They look like they're going one way and they're not. He's getting a good job getting under it, using his body to catch the ball, giving us some pretty good field position. You don't always have to make a good return. Make a good catch, get good field position at the 40, and we're good to go. Now let's see the offense get back out here and turn things around. When we've had bad drives, it's because we've made negative mental mistakes, jumping off sides, making some poor missed blocks, not picking up the blitzes. I want to see us fix that.
1st down and 10. Burns in motion to the far side. Quick pitch on the outside to Peoples. Peoples turns it up, finds a gap. He's got 10. He's got 12. He's got a 1st down. Brought to you by General's Cafe, the best cooking in the country, downtown New Site. Another ripoff of about 13 yards for Cameron Peoples.
And that's where our smaller, quicker line doing that zone blocking is coming in handy. We're able to get our heads on the outside, do some good reach blocking, and open up some holes there on the outside. Then the backs use their speed, picks up a 1st down for us.
We've seen a lot of great running backs from this area.
Yeah.
Cameron Peoples, to be a sophomore, may have some of the best vision that I've seen early in a career.
And I hate to say this, I am an old Panther, sort of reminiscent of one Derek Buchanan a little bit. Keeps his legs driving. My dad may get on to me for saying that because he's one of his favorite players, but that's who he reminds me of.
This time it's Heflin gets the call right side. He's going to lower his shoulder, take it to about the 45-yard line.
And you see, the thing I keep harking on it, and the thing that I like the most about both of these running backs, Heflin and Peoples, is once they make contact, they keep those feet driving, pick up a couple of extra yardage. I know that, we say it's 21-0. That could change at any moment with this Munford offense, but in a close game, that's where it matters. That's where it counts. You got to have that. And the line keeps blocking, too. That's what you like to see. They block till the whistle blows, getting after it. I know it's the first game. Everybody's amped up. Keep that momentum going throughout the rest of the season. Keep those blocks till the whistle blows. We'll be good to go.
2nd down at about 8. 7.5 minutes left here in the third.
They're bringing the house, Tommy.
Back is Street, rolls
Good
out
pick
right,
up.
flips it. The catch is made. A positive yardage, 40-yard line, and down to the 35-yard line. I believe that's going to be Burns again.
Good pickup by the running back
Definitely.
there. Heflin picked up the blitz. Ben rolled out a little bit, and that time the difference in that play in the last possession was that he set his feet, squared his shoulders, and delivered a strike. Now, I'm still waiting for him, like you said, to tuck that ball and go. But hey, you pick up the first down with a pass, you can't ask for any more than that.
No, delivered the ball on the money right there.
Sure did.
Again, the less hits you can take on Street, the better
That's
off
right.
you are.
That's
too.
true. That's true.
3 wideouts come to the near side. DJ Ford will go to the far side. First down and 10 at about the 35-yard line. Street back to pass. In the flats, the catch by Flanord. Flanord running through defenders inside the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. And he has another first down.
It's cramping up again, Flanord is.
Wow.
Hey, but I'll tell you this. When you run that spread offense, you're running those quick passes like that, you got to get the ball out there with some velocity. You got to get it out there quicker. You'll see the Munford corners doing like ours and breaking on that ball and picking it off. Ben Street is getting the ball out there with some speed and some velocity, and his receivers are making good catches and picking up the first down.
2 receivers either side. Street shotgun look. We'll take it.
Here comes the blitz
Here goes
again.
Jennings, breaks a tackle. J.J. Jennings to the 20-15, and he will dive down close to the 13-yard line. Good run by Jennings.
Another hard runner there. Hey, we caught them off guard with that inside run there. They came up the field. We were able to kick them out with our guard, pick up another first down there. Good hard running from Jennings. He's not a big guy, but keeps his legs churning too.
You know, that's the thing about it. You've seen Peoples, we've seen Heflin, now Jennings running the football, and they're just shuttling them in there about every play.
Running back by committee. You like to see that. You know, you got one waiting in the wings if you need him, and it's good to see.
First down and 10
Here comes
again.
the house again.
Here they come. This time Street keeps it, breaks one tackle, takes a hit to the 10, dives inside the 5, loses it, but recovered nicely.
That's probably the first misread that I've seen Ben make all night. He probably should have gave that to Heflin, but we used his athleticism, made some guys miss some tackles, took a little pop there, ball came out. Luckily, we were able to recover it. But first really misread on the option that Ben's made all night tonight.
Milam recovers the loose ball, 5:50 left here in the third. Heat timeout on the field. Your First State Bank score, 21-0. Volunteers with a lead and driving again. This is Vols Football on WAXC TV.
First State Bank is a community-owned bank established in 1971 with a mission to be the bank for all people in the area with a primary focus on good old-fashioned customer service. First State Bank has convenient branches located in Lineville, Ashland, and Wedowee. Since its founding, First State Bank has continued to grow and keep up with the banking industry changes in technology to give its customers the best service available, such as internet and mobile banking. First State Bank, here to make dreams come true for people just like you.
Cabinet's Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
General's Cafe in New Site is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal in a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in New Site.
Jennings' second effort takes him down to the one.
He runs hard, man. I like the old wishbone. That's an old Volunteer staple right there. You're going to see that. I promise you. You're going to see that this year when they get inside the 5-yard line. I don't care how big or small the line is. Coach Aaron's an old offensive line coach. He knows fire off the ball hard and low, get a good surge. We'll pick up the yards with our big backs.
First down and goal at the 1-yard line. Balls will stay in the wishbone.
Let's see if we can't get a surge. They're even using linemen at tight end right now. They got 56, and I can't get that.
74, Casey Jones on the other side. They'll hand it off to Heflin. He's hit, spins, can't get there. That's a big hit.
He was met in the backfield there. You got to get a little more surge from the offensive line. You know, sometimes that's where you even just got to get low, do some bear crawling, get those guys just a half a foot, and they'll make the play for the rest.
We mentioned Leeds a little bit earlier, coming up later in the schedule. They trail Madison Academy 13-0 down at Crampton Bowl.
Wow.
Wishbone set again.
Which, you know, Madison Academy, one of the best teams in the state.
They're not too bad.
So.
They'll go to Malik Dart right side, and he's hit and drilled back.
That's terrible. He had forward. They had called him down. He had forward momentum, and that's a good call by the referee. You got to stop him when they have him set up like that. But penetration right now for the Volunteers. Offensive line's not picking up those blitzes. Got to do better. I mean, that's all you can say. Get your head up. I know you're concentrating on that guy in front of you. You got to get your head up and pick up those blitzes and get a little surge there. Give the offense, the backs, an opportunity to make some play with their athleticism.
That's where the size really hurts the Vols right there.
Yeah, it does.
Can't punch it in.
Got to make those. When you get down here inside the red zone, you got to put it in, man. That's a must, especially when we play Leeds, when we play Benjamin Russell, Shelby County, Tallahassee, whoever. And when the game's on the line, you got to get down there. You got to put it in, man. Red zone offense.
Third down and 5. Volunteers going to spread it back out again. Munford going to call a timeout.
And we go back to that play where they had DJ Ford and ran the fade.
Right.
It's interesting to see they put him on the wide side of the field, and that just gives credence to the fact they know Ben has the arm to get it out there to him. Just got to put a little more air under it. He made a good throw. Put a little more air on it, give him the opportunity to go up and get it. Then back down here on the goal line, just like you said, just size is a disadvantage down there. But, I know Coach Aaron's not going to let them use that as an excuse. Get low, fire off the ball hard. Low man wins, Tommy. Got to punch it in down there.
Yeah, I think right here, 3rd and 5, big play. Munford trying to get some momentum back. So that's really disheartening for those linemen, though. And I know Coach Aaron's something, you're really going to see them focus on that next week. But the thing about it is when you don't have a lot of the size, it's sometimes hard when the defense can bring all 11 and they just made a couple plays in a row.
Yeah, well, it's good to see the Volunteers willing to go to the wishbone. Now, didn't work out for them that time. I hope they go back to it here in a little while. But, I think the field goal kicker, if we don't pick it up here, he has the leg to put it in. Yeah, he's looked pretty good so far.
Ben Street, shotgun look, 3 wideouts go to his right. Motion man is Burns. Street will roll out, look for Burns, got him in the flats, throws it.
You gotta,
a little behind him.
Yeah, that's another one of those. You're a young quarterback. You got to know that guy's going to break up and make that play. So float it out a little bit more, too. He ran just a sort of a 10-yard out there. He went in motion, came back during the motion. That gives him the momentum to go up and make that little out. That's what they were looking for, but got to just make a little better pass.
Balls look like they may go for it here.
Might as well, Tommy. Not a region game. We're up 21-0, 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Go for it, man. Don't have that much to lose right now. So it's interesting to see how the Volunteers will react, especially their younger players, the young quarterback, the young running back there.
May go back to the fade with Ford. He's got man-to-man coverage out there.
That's what they're going to do.
Throws it up high. Not there. Coverage knocks it away.
Not a great pass again, Tommy. He tried to drill it out there. What it was a little hitch. They thought they'd catch him off guard with the fade. They ran a little hitch out there in the end zone. Ben sort of, I don't know if the ball was wet or something came out of his hand wrong, sort of floated it out there. Didn't put the usual velocity that he has on the ball. So the Munford cornerback came up, made a good play defensively to get his hand in there and knock the ball down, so they'll take over on downs.
Good stand by the Munford defense.
Yeah.
Volunteers had it.
The Lions aren't out of this
goal.
yet, Tommy. They think they still have a chance, man, with the skill people they have. They got a good chance. I mean, they're not out of it yet.
New quarterback in the ball game.
Yeah.
That's going to be Campbell. Gives it off to Smith. He's chopped down. Right at the line of scrimmage is going to be Dawson Taylor making the hit there.
Running the ball hard. Tommy picked up a couple extra yardage after contact.
I tell you, though, you see that time there was a hole developing there.
Yeah, there was. Their offensive line did a good job of sealing off the tackle on that side and the nose guard. Linebacker got caught up there in the traffic. He was able to pick up a couple extra yardage until the outside linebacker was able to come across and make the play.
2nd down and 7. This time, handoff goes left side. Smith trying to loop around the outside, cuts it back. He's going to be hit. Casey Jones on the stop over there, along with Jacob Lett.
Yeah. That's good to see him come up and make a play like that open field tackle there on the outside. He read the play well, come up, made a tackle. The middle linebacker still just getting caught up in that traffic there on the inside. You want to see them string that out and make the tackle when he cuts it back in.
3rd down and about 2 to go. Campbell, the quarterback now for the Munford Lions, has Smith to his left on 3rd and short. He'll take it. Loses in the backfield, picks it back up. He's in trouble. They're going to scamper around. They hit him deep and will drive him back inside the 1.
Hey, that's where's the Munford Lions quarterback. You just got to throw that one up in the stands, man. Throw that one over there to the popcorn vendor and eat that one and be willing to punt it. But cost him a couple of yards there. Slipped out of his hand. Wet field, man. Had a little rain come through earlier. It's just one of those, first game of the season. Like we said, just got to get that groove going, and just Munford hadn't been able to establish that here tonight.
Good defensive stop by the Volunteers. And now the Lions will be forced to punt from their own end zone. So the Vols going to get great field position here, barring some kind of a booming punt.
I wouldn't be surprised. They haven't put any pressure on the punter yet, hadn't tried to block one yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see that right here since they're so far backed up. They may opt to settle for the good field position. But I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to go after this one.
Can't tell if that's Mitchell back there to punt the football away. Looks like a new punter in the ball.
Yeah, it is a new punter, I believe. 36.
Yeah, it's not 88.
It looks like we're going after it.
He gets it.
Yeah, we almost got
a piece of it.
Good punt.
Gonna hit, and Jennings gonna let it roll out to the 40-yard line. We'll bring it out to about the 44. So the Volunteers with good field position again.
If Malik Dark had been half an inch taller, he would have got his fingers on that one and blocked it. But came through the line. He fired off hard. Thought he had it. I thought he had it too. But good play by Malik there to get a little pressure on the punter. Good field position for the Vols.
21-0 your First Aid Bank score. 2:04 remaining here in the 3rd. Volunteer Stadium. This is week 1 of high school football.
Now, Tommy, we got to see how we answer that drive. We had a good drive last time. Unfortunately, came up short. Let's see how this young team can react to that disappointment in the last drive and put it together here.
Street, shotgun, runs it left side, gets a block, cuts
block.
it up. He will get to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to call a chop block there on the running back. He decided he hit him in his knees. That's just something you can't do. You just got to square him up, man. I understand what he's trying to do. 17 was a lot bigger than him. But inside the tackle box there, you can't do that. You got to square him up, hit him right in the shoulder pads. Take it like a man, buddy.
That will cost the Vols right here with 1:55 remaining. And Cameron Peoples has been working over here on the sideline, looks like with his hand, as if he's having a trouble holding the football. And they've got it wrapped up. I don't know if he got a bruised hand or something like that, but we've not seen him in the last little while.
We have not, Tommy. We're up 21-0. The game's not over yet. You got to have your best players in there. But, they know who's coming. They know where they're going next week. They're going to a team, one of the better 6A teams in the state in Benjamin Russell, and you want to have all your players as healthy as possible. So maybe sit him out until you absolutely have to have him here, and it looks like that he might get a little more playing time here in just a few minutes.
Split outs, 2 go to the far side. 1 comes to the near side as they will get things set up. Street steps back, looking, throws it, going to be tipped down.
71 there, the left tackle tried to chop block Garrett Yates, just didn't get his hands down quick enough. That's one of those things that as the year progresses, you'll learn that as a lineman. Get their hands down. It's not always about driving them off. You don't drive them off the ball on a pass play. Sit back, and when it's time, you develop that timing with the quarterback and the receivers. When it's time to get those hands down, man, you hit them in those knees. Linemen can chop block. Get those hands down. They won't bat that down.
Cameron Peoples back in offensively. 2nd down and about 27 to go.
Here comes the blitz again.
Quick pitch on the outside to Peoples. He's bottled up, breaks it outside. Cuts it back in again, and then cuts it out. Good gain by Peoples out to the 48-yard line.
Picked up a pretty decent block out there from DJ Ford, which is something you like to see. You got a big stud receiver out there. You know he can go deep. A lot of times those receivers say, I don't want to block, I just want to catch the ball. He's out there working hard to make some good blocks for his running back. Cameron Peoples made some – man, he's got some moves, man. He's got some wheels on him. He's going to be an outstanding player for years to come for the Volunteers.
3rd down right here and looks like about 20 to go.
Yeah, you're going to get to see Ben Street showcase that arm. I wouldn't be surprised to see him try to hit DJ again on a deep route.
You've seen Flanord break off the patterns short throughout the night.
Here comes the blitz again. That's almost offsides. I mean,
it was close.
Yeah, that was he timed that one perfectly.
Yeah, Austin Stevens able to come in and chop down Cameron Peoples, and the Vols going to have to punch the football away again.
Austin Stevens, we talked about him pregame. He's one of the staples of that Munford line defense. Been playing it for a while. Led the team in tackles last year, and he's just experienced there. Timed that one perfectly. Maybe ought to change up the snap count a little bit, try to draw him off sides, because they've been bringing the blitz here in the first start of the second half. Just about every play, one of the linebackers will be coming. It looks like they may be trying to go get this punt here for the Volunteers as well. 9
on the line for the Munford Lions. Low snap to Burns. He does get it out of there. Good kick.
Oh,
confusion. It's on the field.
I think he got it back there.
Elston may have gotten back on it, but again, confusion back there, and the Vols were covering it and almost come away with it.
Yeah, that was almost a costly play for the Lions there. The other return man, they have 2 deep. He should have came up and fair caught that one at the very least, but Elston came across, and he probably, if he should have let it go, the other guy should have caught it, but not a very smart play there on the Munford Lions part, but they were able to recover it. Not bad position for the Volunteers here. We got them at about the 21, 22-yard line here. Let's see what the defense can do. And the old 50 look again.
Handed off up the middle. Not a whole lot there. That's Elston on the carry. Good hit in the middle. That's going to be Tuck getting up from the bottom.
You see the Volunteers came out with 5 linemen that time. If you include the stand-up ends, there 2 inside linebackers. They're putting a lot of faith on their secondary there, Tommy, that they're not going to throw on those athletic corners. And, of course, the big safety there in the back, DJ Ford.
That is the end of the third. Your First State Bank score, 21-0. Volunteers lead over Munford. We'll head to the fourth right here on WAXC TV.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the old Vosges location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs.
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
Visit any of these area Marathon Station locations.
Want a personal car buying experience? Come by Kia of Auburn and see us. We will find you the exact vehicle that you're looking for. Want leather seats or sunroof? You got it. Red, black, or white. The choice is all up to you. We will find you the car of your dreams. You can own a 2015 Kia Sportage LX for $25,183, which includes Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop by today at 1687 South College Street or shop online at kiaofauburn.com. War Eagle.
Scooter's Grill in Hagneville is serving up some good old-fashioned cooking. Scooter's Grill has a hot buffet with meats and all your favorite home-cooked sides every Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 1 and 5 to 7. Steak specials are every Friday and Saturday with a ribeye, salad bar, baked potatoes for only $16.99. Of course, all your southern flavors like your pork chops, hamburger steaks, catfish, and much more, including the famous Scooter's Burger with Scooter's Secret Sauce. So load up the family, get to Scooter's Grill for the best food at affordable prices in Hagneville. Good food, good friends, good times.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255 or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
12 minutes of football left here at Volunteer Stadium. Central leading 21-0 as we head to the fourth.
Yeah, one thing to keep your eye on there, Tommy. Clay Tuck, I think he may have hurt his shoulder there. He's out of the game right now.
Rocky Smith goes to the right side, trying to get a block. He's hit and chopped down across the way.
Ball strung that one out well, made a good open field tackle. But, yeah, Clay Tuck came out of the game. The trainer, Jeff Williamson, and Dr. Ogles there taking a look at his shoulder. That's not a good sign there. He's a big part of that defense. But we'll see if he comes back in later on.
Looks to be moving around over there.
Yeah, he looks like he's doing a little better. Maybe this is a precautionary measure to hold him out right now.
3rd down and 5 for the Munford Lions.
Munford still getting the signals in from the sideline, and you know that clock's dwindling down quickly.
Is. Play clock now down to 5. They may have to turn a time.
Yeah.
They do. They've got to burn a timeout.
That's not a good thing to do there. You're down 21-0, fourth quarter. Clock's running. You're going to need all the timeouts you can get. This Vols defense ain't giving up much this game, Tommy.
Right. The Vols defense has played really well. And, again, you talk about Tuck and Jacob Lett, some of the guys that have played well tonight offensively. Ben Street's done well, Cameron Peoples. Don't forget, following the game, your Young's Drugstore Player of the Game. We'll announce that during our Tallapoosa Ford postgame. So be ready for that as we wrap up the night here at Volunteer Stadium. Again, so thrilled that we dodged the raindrops here tonight.
Definitely. Sitting up here on top of this press box, man, I was a little worried to start, but, you know, it rained just enough to slick the field a little bit, make play a little more hard, get nice and humid out here for these players. You've seen some cramps. That's part of being of playing this early in August, and with the heat and the humidity here in Clay County, you got to expect that's going to happen. But the Vols have answered well, starting to do a little substituting, it looks like, out here on the corner.
I ran home and checked the weather between work and coming over here, and I sent you a text and said I may sit in the truck for a little while.
Yeah.
But we have dodged it tonight. 3rd down and about 5 now for this Munford offense.
Tommy, you're the old pro. We let you sit in the truck and we'll set up all the equipment for you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I was the first one here.
Oh, well.
Okay, Campbell, shotgun look. Offensive line looks really confused. But Campbell's going to drop back, looking
left-handed.
Deep. Throws it up for grabs.
You got to be careful.
And
oh, man.
3 players collide.
DJ Ford had that one all stinking day. His old man knocked it out of his hands. He had that one. He was sitting there waiting on it. He broke on the ball very well and was in perfect position. Got it knocked out of his hands by his own teammate.
What does that teach you? You call for a fair catch on one that high.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You got to do something. That one was floating up there, and all 3 could have had it.
I'm really interested to why Munford decided to substitute their quarterbacks in, man. The other guy had some wheels on him, made some good throws, but, you know, their coach knows best. We'll see how it works out for them.
Snap back there. Punting it out.
Another high punt. Short, though.
Good catch in traffic at the 48.
Catch. Good play there by Jennings to catch that one and get some good field position out of it. Some young players, they'll try to catch those and run. That's not necessarily what you want to do. You want a fair catch those. Settle for the field position that you have, and we'll work from there. Get to see this offense back out on the field. It's like I said in the break, you know, some of the drives we've had, we've stopped ourselves, made some poor mental mistakes with penalties, you know, some missed picking up those blitzes. And let's see if we can't turn it around and get it together here.
I don't think crisp would be the way to describe the offense in the second half. Let's just leave it at that. But
yeah, not so far.
2 split outs go to the left this time. One will come to the right. Street gives it off to Heflin. Heflin lowers his shoulder and gets a gain of a couple, maybe 3, and brings up a second down and a long 7.
Yeah, old Heflin, man, he's keeping those legs turning. You got to get a little bit of surge out of the line, like we said. That's just part of the gelling process. They're trying to do that zone blocking, like we talked about, where you block a particular zone, you don't block a particular person. And right now they're just working out the rust on that, and I think you'll see it all wrapped up and ready to go by next game.
Holding on to a 21-0 lead, Volunteers. 10.5 minutes left in the ball game. As Street will whip it in the corner, caught out there by Flanord. He will dive inside the 45. It's going to bring up a third down, possession down for this Volunteer offense.
That's the throw you want to see Ben Street make there. And Flanord, good catch. It looks like he's come out of those cramps pretty good there. But he got that one out there. Nice line drive throw, crisp throw, nice spiral on the ball. Gave him an opportunity to catch it and make a play with his feet. Good catch by Flanord out there on the edge.
Big third down here. We'll call it third and about, looks like 3.5 to 4 yards to go for this Volunteer offense.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him do relatively the same play out here. Get it out there to one of your sure-handed receivers, get the first down, and maybe some more with their feet.
Motion man to the near side. Gives it off to Peoples. Peoples is hit. Dives, can't get there.
Stretch the ball out. They don't look like they gave him the stretch, though. It's going to be just a few yards short of the first down.
It's going to be 4th and about 3. I don't know. It looks like decision time over here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep their offense out.
Punt them deep.
Here they go. Here they go. They're going to try to pin them deep. You got a great punter, JT Burns. He's done very well so far on special teams. He was wanting to go for it, though. He's a receiver as well. He's trying to motion for him to go. Now he's going to line up deep to punt it, see if we can't pin them deep in their own territory. Munford's had trouble moving the ball so far tonight. That's a good sign for your defense. You want to rely on their shoulders, hold them deep, give them an opportunity to make some play on defense.
Only one back from Munford. They've got 10 at the line of scrimmage.
They may be going for it. You know, they've been utilizing that 2 return man set.
You may see JT angle it over here to the near side. Actually, he will kick the high floater. Fair catch called for and made at about the 13. JT with another good punt.
That's what you want to see inside. You know, one of the reasons when you talk about punters, Ray Guy is the guy that you talk about. Yeah. He's one of the greatest of all time. That's one thing that he could do. When you got down on the 50, the 45-yard line, he could pin them inside the 15. That's what JT Burns just did. You don't want a booming punt out of him right there. You want a high, lot of hang time punt. Give your punt team time to get down there and cover it. That's exactly what he did. Props to JT for a great game tonight.
8:50 remaining in the ball game. 21-0 Volunteers lead. Confusion in the backfield. Again, it's going to be movement against Munford. Changing quarterbacks. Avery Harris back in there for the Lions.
Interesting to see that they're changing quarterbacks, Tommy. I wonder if maybe he had some cramps himself because he was out of the game once they switched up. Now he's back. Looks like he's back at full speed. Just mental errors on Munford's side, too. Fortunately for us, that backs him up inside the 10-yard line.
Couple of players in the game for the Volunteers just checking in. Kendrick Turman comes in. Also Shamar Slack checks in defensively. You got Smith and Zach Horn.
Andrew Milstead out here at corner.
Handoff coming to the near side is Smith. Cuts it back up, and he's going to be hit. We'll bring it out to the 15-yard line. Stop there.
Young corners in the game, Tom. They tried to get it outside on them. They did come up, take on the block, shuck the block off and made a good play out there. Want to see them come up a little quicker there. I know they're young, new guys in the game, but not bad there for them young guys.
Try to get some fresh faces in the ball game, leading by 21 here late. They'll try to keep these guys fresh for next week, of course.
Yeah, want to keep your legs under you, nice and warm and humid out here.
Plus, you never know when you're going to need to call on some of these guys to get out there, and you want to make sure
as much depth as you can.
Exactly. This is where you work on that. Harris for Munford rolls out right side. Got pressure. Oh, my goodness. Dawson Taylor unloads on him.
He didn't check up.
Wow.
And he's shaking, man. He's ready to go back to Munford now, I think. He didn't want to get up off the ground off that one. Dawson came through virtually unblocked and laid the boom on him. and made him make a miss throw there, and that's just another one of those. Our corners had great coverage. Give him some props as well.
He will check out after that one. Malik Drummonds checks in defensively. Also in the game, Jalen Bass
ninth
had
grader.
a tackle. Casey Jones still in there. It's 3rd and 9. Pass out here is caught.
That's what you want from a corner. Hey, that's okay. They picked up the first down. That's all right. Young corners. Hey, you want to see him come up and make a good open field tackle. That's exactly what he did. He broke on the ball well. As he progresses in his career, he'll be able to break up on that ball and either deflect it or make an interception. But right now, I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah.
Come up and make a good tackle.
Yeah, you got the lead. You don't want to give up a quick
That's
score.
Right. That's right.
Good job by Milstead right there to come up with a hit. Flip it out here again.
Little screen.
Drops it. And
good play there. He is in perfect position. He dropped the ball, but 24 came up and made the play you want to see hit him anyway. Welcome to Clay County, buddy.
Big stick out here.
That's one thing I like to see from the Vols so far. They're not scared to hit. DJ Ford sort of set the tone in the first half with a big lick that he laid on the guy on Munford's one big play of the night.
Right.
And after that, hey, it's free game, buddy. We're here to play.
Hand off up the middle. That's Smith. Tyler Smith will grab a hold and bring him down. Going to bring up 3rd down and long for Munford.
The defensive line is doing a great job of not getting up the field. Sometimes you think, hey, why are you sitting on the line rushed? That's not what you want out of this defensive scheme. You want to sit on the line because if you get up the field, that gives them a good option or a good opportunity to run that trap play and get you trapped upfield. Then there's a big hole there, and that's a lot of yardage. Done a good job staying at home, walking that slow trail fence, and making the plays when they cut back.
Marcus Traylor checking in for the Volunteers on 3rd down and about 8. Looking, throws it into flats, catch is made, and they'll ride him down, but a gain of a 1st down again. That is going to be Campbell.
Well, Darius has got to come up a little quicker and make a hit there, man. You got to come up. They ran a little sort of slip screen. Come up and make a little hit.
J.D. Morgan on the coverage on the outside there. 1st down and 10 for the Lions.
They're going to back off that press man again.
Looking deep, looking down the middle, going to throw it down there, and diving, can't come up with his DJ Ford.
DJ sort of slipped when he cut to pick that ball off. Field's wet, I know. We've been working on it all night, though. Got to be able to break and make a play on that. Not a bad play, though. He was in position.
Clock stops with 6:46 remaining in the ball game. 21-0 your First State Bank score. Volunteers still leading here. Back to pass. Looking, throws a screen. Catch by Smith. And going to be breaking first tackle, then chopped down across the way. Good open field tackle over there.
Tommy, when you see the offensive line sort of just let every defensive lineman go, you know that's going to be one of those middle screens, maybe to the running back, maybe a receiver that's dragged across the middle. That's what just happened. You got to be experienced enough, I guess you can say, or aware enough to know, hey, every defensive lineman just came through free. Let's think screen. That's a middle linebacker's call. You got to start screaming, screen, and make a play there. Unfortunately, they picked up the 1st down.
Munford with a 1st down, back to pass again, looking in the flats, throw out there, can't hang on.
Got to catch that 25, the corner there. Got to come up and make a tackle as well. But good throw by Ford there. Hey, I got to give the man props. He took a big hit earlier from Dawson. He's still standing in the pocket strong and delivering some strikes. Just receiver couldn't come up with that one.
Ball at about the 46-yard line. The last shutout for Central, week 9 of last year, 55-0 over Talladega.
Tommy, with the defense that we've seen tonight, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of goose eggs on the schedule this year for the Vols.
Looking back again, screen to the near side. And on the run is Elston. He's got a 1st down again inside the 35.
Those screens are just something you got to feel as a defensive player. You got to be able to feel that. As a lineman, as an end, as an outside linebacker, inside linebacker, you got to see that. When the defensive line breaks free all at once, it's because the offensive line is trying to get downfield to block for that middle screen right there. And what that is a bubble screen, or a slip screen, I should say. They're coming back to the ball, and it's working right now.
1st down and 10. Lions have it inside the 35. Looking deep, throwing it down there. Coverage is there.
Oh, good catch.
What a catch.
Great catch.
Climbing the ladder again is Campbell.
Hey, That's just a mistimed jump by the corner. He is in position yet again. Mistimed his jump. Couldn't get his hands up there high enough. Now we're going to get to see that short yardage defense. We saw the Lions hold out on the short yardage defense. Let's see if the Vols can answer right here. First and goal from about the 1.
A great catch climbing the ladder there.
Great catch. He made a good move, too, to try to get the end zone. Just couldn't stretch it out far enough.
Official timeout for the heat break. 5:55 remaining. 21-0 Volunteers on top. We'll take the timeout. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
You may know them from high school, from the local grocery store, or even your own neighborhood. These local teams have embarked on a new journey, one that begins at Southern Union State Community College. Visit suscc.edu/journey to see the life's journey these students have planned. We believe that you have an amazing journey ahead of you too, and Southern Union is the perfect place to begin at an affordable price close to home. Southern Union, where the journey begins.
At Cabinets Direct, we strive to provide top quality products along with professional and courteous service. As a family-owned and operated company, we have over 40 years of combined experience in cabinetry sales and installation. We offer a wide range of cabinetry with fully customizable options. We also use only locally made products, keeping our money in our community. For more information, give us a call or visit our showroom. Cabinets Direct.
How do I know if my baby sees well? What should my preschooler be able to see? How quickly can a child's vision change? How old is old enough for contact lenses? What is macular degeneration? Is it inherited? How does diabetes cause blindness? If you've got questions, we've got answers. See Dr. James Poole and Dr. Ernest Champion at Family Eye Care, 329-8400. Check yearly, see clearly.
No matter where your day takes you, a water heater from Blossman means a reliable hot shower when you need it.
Here's the deal. Standard tank propane water heaters for only $99. Free installation.
Over the years, S&S Tires grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Back at Volunteer Stadium, 5:55 remaining. Munford trying to get on the board here. First down and goal to go. We'll call it from about the 2-yard line. Tight formation. They bring the beef in there. Smith dots the power I. You got Austin Stevens at a power back.
This puts Munford at the advantage because of the size. They're going to sneak it.
And
good
falling into the end zone.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's hard to stop right there on the 1-foot line. They got a good surge from their big offensive line. Big power back in there, too. Helped a little bit push the pile. 6 points for the Lions. Hey, now we just got to answer on offense, drive the field, eat up some clock, and let's take this to the house.
5:48 remaining in the ball game. Munford gets on the board. Seth Thomas will be on for the extra point.
You know, the kicking game has not been impressive. The one kick that we saw kickoff, soccer-style kicker. Let's see how he does here.
There's confusion.
Yeah.
There we go. Get the tee on the field now. Plenty of time on the play clock.
Big kicker. They got size everywhere, Tommy.
They do. You know, wherever you want it, you got it.
He drilled that one, I think.
It's through there.
It is through.
21-7, your new First State Bank score. Volunteers lead down to 14.
Now, Tommy, like I said, you got to get in the game with the offense. Shake that one off. It's going to happen. You're going to get scored on. It's how you answer after a score that tells you what kind of team you are. You got to get in there right now. Eat up the clock. 5 minutes, 48 seconds left. Expect to see Peoples. Expect to see Heflin do a lot of running plays.
Well, and that's the thing you look at. If you're the Volunteers, really, with Peoples running the football, you've been able to get some positive yards. But as far as being able to just grind out a running game, that's tough to do. I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit, but, you've got to figure out a way to go ahead and get this clock and wind it down. But offensively, I think that all the coaching staff will tell you for Central, the second half has not been sharp at all.
No, yeah, I think I have to agree with you on that one, Tommy. But, fortunately, we are ahead, 21-7. It's been a little closer than the score would indicate, I think. But, you get in here right now, like you said, you're going to have to throw it. The good thing about the Volunteers passing game, they like to throw those short passes. Right. Basically a run, quick screens, hitches. Get out there to your sure-handed receivers. Eat up the clock. You can make a 5-minute drive out of this, or at least a 3. Leave the lines with two minutes left to score 14 points. That's going to be hard to do.
Vols expecting an onside kick.
And remember, Tommy, Munford did use a timeout earlier on a delay of game, so they're only down to 2. Yeah,
down to 1 actually. Just 1 left now.
One
They've
left.
used
Okay,
2.
yeah, correct. You're right. Excuse me.
Thomas.
He may try to pooch this one. He's got it set up on the tee like he would.
All hands team.
That's what he did.
He will pooch it up.
Good
catch is made by Ford. He goes down, and that will be first down and 10 for the Vols.
That's why DJ was out there, to be able to get the sure hands on the field. He has dropped a couple tonight, but he's your best receiver. You got him out there for a reason. That's to catch that pass there and get down. Exactly what he did. Hey, what I need to see, though, is that is your best receiver. Block for him. They just let him run through, and they almost got a kill shot on DJ.
First down and 10. Volunteers will start at their own 33-yard line. Cameron Peoples comes over here to the side.
DJ came out a little hobbled that time. I think they're going to take a look at him. Don't look like it to be anything other than a cramp, though.
First down and 10, Vols. Street will take the snap, bobble it, in trouble. Now going to tuck it under, and again, the offense has sputtered here in the second half.
Yeah, it has, Tommy. It's mental errors. I mean, you can blame it on the first game of the year, but Coach Aaron's not going to take that as an excuse. You got to get down, settle down. That's the quarterback's job. Get in the huddle, say, look, guys, settle down. We're up 21-7. We just got to run some clock out. Let's calm down, run the plays that we know we can run, execute the way we know we can execute, and let's get some positive yardage. All we need is a first down or 2 to eat up this clock, and we'll take it to the house.
Cameron Peoples checks back in offensively for the Vols. At this snap, only under 5 minutes remaining.
Watch the play clock here, Tommy. We're under 5 seconds. Going to get this one down quick.
They did. Hands it off. No, fakes it. Here comes Street. Comes the outside, lowers his shoulder. We'll bring it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Gain of about 7.
Hey, some quarterbacks there would have opted to slide. I like that. Hey, give them the head and shoulders, baby. Earn those yards. I like that.
Third down, about 7 yards to go here.
You may tackle me, but you're going to pay for it, and that's exactly what Ben Street did there.
Clock rolling, 4.5 minutes remaining. Volunteers leading 21-7. That's your First Aid Bank score.
We got Ben listed at 6 foot 160. I think that's a little underweight there. I think he weighs a little more than 160, Tom. He's a pretty muscular kid, maybe 170.
Big play right here, 3rd and 7. It's Cameron Peoples, comes to the outside. He is close to first down yardage. Going to depend on the spot. Looks like he may be shy. They'll look at it. They may have to measure this.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, your feet, your back, that's your stud. You give him the ball, put it on his shoulders. He did the best that he could, broke some tackles, made some moves, and got him close enough to the first down. If it's not a first, you expect to see Coach Aaron try to pin him deep, but good run there from Cameron. They're going to measure it.
Hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, I think he may be.
I think maybe a hair short.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Aaron. Hey, he's a gambler now. Sometimes I wouldn't be surprised to see him get up there and maybe go for it real quick. What I wouldn't expect to see though is a under center quarterback sneak like you would expect from most teams. They haven't really been under center all game.
Right. You don't want to bobble or anything like that. That's right.
Yeah, and the way we've been doing some mental errors, he'd probably opt to punt it, but you never know with Coach Aaron.
All right, here they come. They'll pull the chains close. Our first measurement of the night.
First measurement of the season.
Yeah. Looks like about 4.5 inches. 4th down for the Volunteers. What do you do here?
I say punt it, Tommy. You got a good defense. You know, they scored last drive, but let's be honest. We had a couple of our subs in. Put the starters back in. Put the first team in. Punt it. Let JT. He's done a great job punting all night. Let's pin them deep. Put it on that defense's shoulders and say, hey, boys, it's up to y'all. Stop them here, and we'll take this home, and we'll watch film tomorrow, and I'll be happy.
They are talking about it. Don't forget they've got 3 timeouts. They may go up with a hard snap count.
They could. Hey, and also, you know, JT Burns is their punter. He's been lining up at receiver. He's a starting receiver as well. They could line up, go with that hard snap count, and then shift into a punt. Coach Aaron, you know, he's done that before in the past. I wouldn't be surprised to see that.
4 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. As they will call the play, discussing it over here on the side. Coach Aaron.
And now the clock starts
discussing
to tick. 25 seconds on the play clock. They're at least going to run this 25 seconds off.
They'll run it down, then take a timeout. And
yeah, that's what they're going to do. Then probably put the punt team on. Like I said, hey boys, defense, it's time to man up and stop somebody.
Yeah, I think you let it run down. Take the timeout there.
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Smart
then
coaching.
Switch to the punting game, and then it cuts another 25 seconds off the clock. Only 3:37 remaining now.
Hey, 14 points in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. That's going to be hard to do. You know, good defense. You play good all night. You're giving up one big drive. You're giving up one big play in the first half. Let's see what we can do here when it's all on the line right here. You need a big stop. If they get the ball back, that's pretty much it. You know, you can run out a couple of minutes in 4 plays. So remember, Munford only has 1 timeout left.
Don't forget, following the game tonight, we will have our post-game show brought to you by Tallapoosa Ford. Give you our Young's Drugstore Player of the Game as well. Thanks to all of our sponsors bringing you volunteer football throughout 2015, including JD's Tire and Lube, Southern Pipe and Supply, Monty Albon, as well as Lineville Marathon Food Shop and Central Alabama Community College.
Got to give Ben props for this game so far. You know, we've had a rusty second half, but you know, he's made some pretty good plays for a 10th grader starting his first time here. You know, a lot's to be said about the crowd, playing in front of a crowd like this. It's not easy. So he's done a pretty good job for his first time, I'd say.
Only thing scary right here, again, was that bad snap earlier in the first half.
Need a good snap
Need a good snap back here to Burns.
Looks like they're going to send it again. They got 1 return guy deep.
Good snap.
Yep, here they come. Good snap. Oh,
low kick.
First bad punt of
the night. Going to hit, though, and roll. And it will roll down at about the 31-yard line.
First really bad punt from JT Burns tonight. You want to get a little hang time, run a little extra time off, you know, but, hey, you can't expect them all to be perfect. Got a good enough yardage where they got to make a good drive to score, so let's see what the defense can do.
First down and 10 for the Munford Lions. Coming out is going to be back to your starting quarterback again.
That's right, and it looks like the Vols have put in their starters. They got Malik Dark there at the nose guard, so they're expecting the pass. You can also expect the pass here. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Harris rolls right, got pressure, throws it in the flats, catch is made, and a drill. Again, Malik Dark all over pressure.
And that's the defensive play you want to see from the Vols there. You know the pass is coming. You know they're going to try to pick you apart, nickel and dime you with those short passes. Hey, that's okay. We'll give you those 3 yards hitch right there, but as soon as that ball is released, those corners are breaking and making a hit right when the receiver touches the ball.
Jarred that one loose and left it 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, good play by the defense. That's exactly what you want to see.
Harris again at quarterback, 3 wideouts come to the near side. He'll take it, step back, looking for that screen again.
Blitz.
Elston with a catch. They got the hold back here, yeah.
Got a hold, but still, Tommy, that's another one of those little slip screens that they've been running. It's been working on us effectively all night. Middle linebackers got to come up, and that's where Ray Lewis made his money. I hate to bring up NFL, but you didn't run to that against the Ravens because you knew that Ray was in the middle there, was going to meet you with a helmet to the chin strap. So that's what you got to see from the middle linebacker right now. You know, it's just part of that experience. When you see the defensive line break through like that, you know a screen's coming. They're going to take that penalty. It's going to back them up again.
Tyler Smith was in pursuit.
Yeah.
He got hog-tied, horse collared.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring it back inside the 25 at about the 23.5-yard line.
That's not the last time we're going to see that play this drive, Tommy. It's been working pretty effectively here in the second half, so expect to see that again.
Second down now, and we'll call it about 18 yards to go.
Munford sort of opted to go with the pass in the second half here. Not really many running plays from him. Of course, I know they're trying to manage the clock right now.
Harris back again, looking deep. Man-to-man coverage down there. The coverage is there. Battle for
Good
it.
catch.
Catch is made. And DJ Ford is finally going to wrestle him down at about the 40-yard line.
I hate to sound like a homer there. I know there was a lot. I'll say that's a good call because there was a lot of pushing going on from the corner and from the receiver. But he sort of freed himself there at the last second, made up, elevated, made a great catch. And, that's worked a couple of times on the Vols tonight, so that's something we might need to work on in practice as well, as getting up and swatting that ball down, like we said earlier, getting your hands between their hands and batting the ball away.
First down and 10. Harris back to pass. Got pressure. It's the screen.
Again.
Smith makes the catch. Tyler Smith will make the catch, and they're going to get a personal foul back here.
Yeah, that was a crazy play there, but, he was in good position, missed a tackle, Tyler Smith there, but, it looked like it's probably going to be a late hit on old 56 Dawson. He popped him earlier, maybe trying to do it again.
Roughing the passer, yeah.
That's what it was, yeah. And you just can't do that. That's once again, that's an experience play. That's a mental play. Know when to hold up. Sometimes, you get excited. You've made one big hit. Hey, another one is right there and it's waiting on you. But sometimes you just got to hold up, and they're going to take him out for that one.
Malik Drummonds will check in for Dawson Taylor.
That's what you can't have right now, Tommy. It stops the clock while he moves the ball and gives him an opportunity. Coach Aaron is a little irate at him, it looks like. But, hey, learning tool right here, learning experience. You can't do that. And like I said earlier, hey, Munford's not out of this. Munford's not out of this. They got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. They drove the ball down the field here, overcame some penalties, made a big play with the long pass now, and they're in scoring position. They're inside the red zone.
21-7 the score, but Munford driving. 2:40 remaining.
And you got to give it to the quarterback from Munford, Avery Harris. He's been able to take some hits tonight and get back up and keep playing. He's took some pops.
He has really battled back there and really grown up throughout this ballgame. You've seen him mature throughout the game.
Yeah, he has, definitely.
Harris back, looking, got pressure. He's hit, bobbled, and sacked. Malik Drummond's on the sack.
Hey.
Casey Jones helping him out.
Malik, I'm telling you, he's not the biggest guy on the field, but he's got a lot of heart, and he's playing as hard as he can. Got some speed, and he looks like he's pretty strong, Tommy. He's getting his hands up on those offensive linemen, freeing up some room on him so they won't get their hands on him and making a play there in the backfield. That's what you got to have right now, and the clock's going to tick down.
Harris again, drops back, pressure. Jones has him. He breaks loose from Jones. Comes to the side, hit once, and again, that's going to be Malik Dark making the stop. It's going to be third down and long.
Good play there by the tackle for the Vols. Got his hands on him, forced him out of the pocket is the big thing. Forced him to scramble out here to the left side, and that's one of those plays. Sometimes it's better to just throw it up in the stands than to take the loss and keep the clock running. But, hey, they had a timeout. They're in scoring position. You gotta, or not. They were inside the 20. Now they're backed up. But, got to make some plays here if you're the Munford Lions. And fortunately for the Vols, we've been able to have some pass rush here when we needed it.
Munford uses their last time out here. Minute 58 remaining, 21-7 our score.
Inside 2 minutes. It's still a game, Tommy. It's not over yet.
Facing third down at about 17. The Vols will try to come up with another defensive play here.
Yeah, and you're going to see a couple of substitutions, it looks like, there on the defensive line right now. They put in the freshman, Jalen
Bass coming in there. Casey Jones over here. Dawson Taylor at the other tackle. Needing some penetration and pressure.
Yeah.
Look for that slip screen here.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad play. Third and long.
Harris drops back, looking.
He's
going to go deep. He's in
gonna
trouble.
run it.
Tucks it under. Jalen Bass will pile on him there. Good coverage. And Bass in good pursuit will bring him down. It's going to ring up fourth down. Yeah.
And for a freshman, he's got some size on
him.
He does. You know, he's got some long arms, which is what you want to see from a defensive lineman. And I don't think that we've seen the last of him this year.
No, that's a great play, just continuing to pursue as he hauls him in. So fourth down and about 10.
Don't give up on the play. He had the opportunity to tuck that one and run, and Jalen was right there in pursuit and made a good play.
Harris back, fourth down. Tucks it under, and he's going to be sacked there, and that's going to be it.
Getting a little scrappy out there, but hey, the defensive line showed up when we needed them, made some great plays on that drive, and you got to give them props for that one. That was all defensive. Hey, and the secondary had some good coverage as well.
Casey Jones and Malik Dark on the stop there. 1:17 remaining. Vols can pretty much run it out here. Munford without timeouts.
Yeah, they're without timeouts. 1:17 left. Looks like we're going to probably take a couple of knees out here, and we'll call it a night. Headed down to Alex City next week. All these mental errors, they better fix them during the week of practice, because next week you're going down to play Coach Danny Horn and the Benjamin Russell Wildcats, and if anything, they're going to be mentally sound and a well-coached team. And you can't have mental errors against a team like that.
Got confusion here.
Yeah, we're going to take a timeout and just talk. Hey, settle down, take a couple of knees. They're out of timeouts. We're ready to go home, boys.
21-7. Volunteers are going to get a win here in week number 1. And tell you what, a lot of bright spots, especially in the first half.
Yeah, for a young team especially.
Yeah, I think that offensively they were really hitting on all cylinders in the first half. And, second half, offensively really got a little sluggish, a lot of errors. And,
right.
You think that Munford may have had something to do with that. They played much better in the second half.
Give Munford some credit, not just their defense, but their offense as well. They came out and executed a little better, whereas the Volunteers, they executed a little worse in the second half. Now, Ben Street, first time as a quarterback, I would give him probably a B- for this game. He did a good job. He stood in the pocket at times. He was able to escape under pressure at times, square his feet up, make some good throws. What you want to see out of him in the future is the ability to stand tall in the pocket, even though the defense is doing some shifting, even though they're bringing the blitz like Munford has done here in the second half, and make some plays under pressure.
Coaches will tell you the biggest improvement they make is between week 1 and week 2 a lot of times, and Volunteers have seen really in the second half some things they've got to improve on, but, hey, it's a lot easier to build on a win than a loss.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Tommy. It's like when you take the old family boat out the first day of summer, maybe it has a hole or two in it. Well, put it in the water, find the hole, patch it up. Next time you go out, you're good to go.
That's right. So we will move to week 2 with a 1-0 mark as the Vols will head down to the Sportplex next Friday night.
And if you think the crowd that Munford brought is big, the Charles E. Bailey Sportplex was one of the top places to play in the state of Alabama as voted by the AL.com readers this year, and they're going to have a full house. A lot of ties down there as well. We talked about it last year. I know you guys did. It's an emotional game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to be a good game.
Looking forward to next Friday night, but the Volunteers get 2015 off on a winning note. As we will wind things down, that is the final snap here of the ball game.
That'll do it. You talk about plus or minuses, Tommy. The only thing that matters is the W's and the L's, and we get away with a win tonight.
That's the final snap of the ball game. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, it's the Tallapoosa Ford postgame show. Volunteers win 21-7. That's your First State Bank score. The Vols move to 1-0. We'll be back after this timeout. This is Vols football on WAXC TV.
For over 30 years, Tallapoosa Ford has been your family-owned auto dealer for hot trucks and SUVs. Now they're raising the bar even higher. The Ford F-150 has been the best-selling truck in America for the last 38 years. And the hot new 15s are hitting the scene, and Tallapoosa Ford and Ford trucks are #1 for a reason. America's best truck, combined with our award-winning service department for the region's best warranty work and great maintenance and service.
Hello, this is Jeff with Tallapoosa Ford. Ford trucks have led America's truck sales. Come by today and get your best deal on America's best truck. We don't want all the business, just the opportunity to earn yours.
In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Cabinet's Feed and Farm Supply on the corner of Highway 280 and Quarry Road in Sylacauga is Central Alabama's complete feed and farm supply headquarters, with full feed lines for horses, cattle, and pets from Purina, Nutrina, and Pennington. And if you're gearing up for hunting season, make sure to get all your clover and deer mixes. Need more space or own your own hunting club? Find full lines of Cotton State buildings at Cabinets and free delivery for 50 miles and relaxed financing. Get all your land, farm, and feed needs from Cabinets Feed and Farm on Highway 280 in Sylacauga.
General's Cafe in Newside is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal in a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in Newside.
Remember when riding a motorcycle meant thinking different? It still does. Star Motorcycles. We build it. You make it your own. Make a Star your own now.
Visit Yamaha of Sylacauga on Highway 280, 256-245-2255, or online, yamahaofsylacauga.com.
The best Mexican dining experience around is found at Monte Alban Mexican Restaurant. Real authentic Mexican cuisine and atmosphere awaits you at Monte Alban, with great specials on popular dishes such as the pollo asado and beef or chicken chimichangas. Choose from select dinner or lunch combinations, and you can buy one and get one half off. Want to celebrate your birthday? Get a free drink, meal, and dessert when you dine in. 2 convenient locations on the Court Square in Ashland and on Highway 9 in Lineville to serve you.
Welcome back, Volunteer Stadium, Tallapoosa Ford postgame show. Of course, Tallapoosa Ford doesn't want all the Ford business, just an opportunity to earn yours. Go by and see them at Tallapoosa Ford. You see the teams out there meeting and shaking hands after a tough ball game tonight. Both teams really laying on the line, David, and you got to be impressed with both teams, the way that they have played here tonight. Munford in the first half really couldn't get on track. Central looked great.
Yeah.
Second half, really a role reversal.
Well, you know, Tommy, in the first half we were able to capitalize on some of their mental mistakes. Second half, just the opposite, but fortunately our defense was able to stand strong when we needed them to. The defensive line played an outstanding last possession there, I think, and you got to give them some props. Hey, you know, young team that the Volunteers have right now, and for the first game, I think they look pretty good.
Yeah, I think so, and again, the most important thing, as we said, getting the win here tonight, 21-7. Defense played so well in the first half, and again, came up big when they needed to here in the second half. So most important thing to get that W tonight, and some of the younger players getting some valuable experience. Right. When you talk about Street, you talk about Cameron Peoples. Really, Davin Flanord on the outside catching so many passes tonight. That's something last year really didn't have an opportunity to catch that many passes. Yeah. Tonight looked really good, showed some good hands, and I'm impressed with him on the outside.
I was very impressed with Flanord. He has very sure hands, and he's got some speed to make a move after he catches the ball and get a little extra yardage. You know, Ben Street, young quarterback, you know, 10th grader. This is his first start as a starting quarterback in a high school football game. Looked well at times. At times, I think he got a little flustered with the shifting defenses and the blitzes. But, hey, he's got a game under his belt. They'll shore up the miscues with him and the offensive line and the receivers being on different pages. They'll shore that up, and they'll be ready to go next week.
Yeah, I think so. I think you'll see a lot of things that are shored up here in the next 7 days, and next week on the road to Benjamin Russell. We're going to take another time out here on the Tallapoosa Ford postgame show. When we come back, we'll name our Young's Drugstore Player of the Game as we continue with Vols football on WAXC TV.
Service, selection, quality, and value is hard to find all in one package, but the all-new JD's Tire and Lube Center at the Old Foshis location in Alex City delivers. Get full service at the pump with JD's no ethanol fuel and diesel fuel. JD's Tire and Lube offers any brand of tire you can name with professional installation and fast turnaround. JD's does all your vehicle maintenance work, and you can always expect great service on all we do at a price that delivers value. JD's Tire and Lube in Alex City is the total package for all your vehicle needs. General's Cafe in Newside is the area's #1 place for great food with great people. General's Cafe has only the best home-cooked food served hot and fresh and is sure to feed your appetite. General's has everything from the delicious fish plate to big juicy steaks. Come in every day for lunch and get the daily special, which will fill your belly and save you money. When you're looking for a good meal in a family-friendly atmosphere, then make the short drive out to General's Cafe on Highway 22 East in Newside.
Young's Drug Store has proudly served the citizens of Lineville and the surrounding areas for more than 50 years, providing fast, friendly service. At Young's Drug Store, you're more than just a number, which is why we strive to always greet you with a warm hello and friendly smile. Young's Drug Store offers a convenient drive-through window, prescription compounding, vaccination services, and after-hours emergency availability to better serve you. Young's Drug Store now even has the convenience of viewing and refilling your prescriptions online at youngsdrugstore.llc.com. Young's Drug Store, located on Highway 9 in Lineville, 256-396-5632.
Red's Catfish Cabin in Crackford, Alabama is adding tailgate specials just for you. Hot wings, mile wings. You can buy 1 or 200. Get with Larry and the crew at 256-354-7705. Now, they're still going to have that delicious catfish that they're known for, sweet tea, which they're known for, and everything else. If you've never eaten at Red's Catfish Cabin, I want you to go today. That's in Crackford, Alabama.
Are you sure we should take this billboard down?
People find out State Farm does car loans as well as they do insurance. Our bank is through.
Good point. Grab an edge.
Look, there's 2 guys on the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign.
No, for real, there's 2 dudes on the State Farm
Borrow Better banking sign.
Gentlemen, please get down from the State Farm Borrow Better banking sign. Phil, get the hose.
Okay, he's getting the hose.
All right, let's go.
Want to borrow better? Contact State Farm agent Mike Coleman about a car loan that can save you hundreds.
Welcome back, Tallapoosa Ford Postgame Show. I'm Tommy Wood along with David Burkhalter as we're winding things up here from week 1. And time to name our Young's Drug Store Player of the Game. And you and I have talked, and I think that it's got to go to the young guy, the sophomore Cameron Peoples.
I think that was a fairly easy selection. He did an outstanding job running the ball tonight. There was a couple of times where I thought they had him in the backfield, and he was able to break away and make something out of nothing. 2 touchdowns tonight, well over 100 yards, and is a pretty easy selection for player of the game.
Yeah, I think Cameron Peoples, also some great nights tonight. Some of the honorable mention, Jacob Lett. We talked about in the first half. What a great night he had.
I hate to not give Jacob Lett the player of the game just because he played an outstanding technique game. He plays great technique. Not overly big, not overly fast, but it's in the right position, and he gets his hands on you, he's not letting go.
Another candidate, Ben Street. Great night tonight, growing up as the game went on.
Yeah, he did. Ben Street did an outstanding job at quarterback to be his first game as the starting quarterback here. Under a lot of pressure, under the bright lights, it's a big change. It's a big step up for a young guy, and he did a pretty good job answering that call.
And special teams player of the game, if we had one, J.T. Burns.
J.T. Burns, really only the one bad punt, but he made a great catch in fix on a field goal early in the game. Then, of course, the bad snap for the punt. He was able to catch that and recuperate, made a pretty good punt out of it, and then he pinned him deep a couple of times, which is something you want to see from a punter. And like I said, I hate to say it because I was a coach's son, but that's what you expect out of a senior coach's son.
Did a great job stepping up throughout the night tonight. The Vols defense did that as well. As the Vols get out of here, 21-7, the win over Munford tonight. That is it for week 1 of football here on WAXC TV. Next week, Volunteers at the Sportplex taking on Benjamin Russell with more Vols football right here on WAXC TV.